Welcome in, everybody. What's up? Gotta fix that echo in here. We're working on it. My name is Casey. I am the Guardian Oracle 33. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. How'd you guys wake up? How was your dreams? Did you feel lighthearted when you waked it up? You can tell I have kids. When you woke it up? My girls always say, "Mom, it's a beautiful day." They like to pull the curtains back. It's a beautiful day. Oh, children feel so prominent, of the friendship out here. Some of you like very close with your children, or just maybe even have a child that's like a seer, that just shows you things that you normally wouldn't see. They bring you back to that child aspect of who you truly are. Okay, I think I'm gonna retire. Somebody's gonna retire. I'm gonna retire this scarf that's under here. Every time I'm shuffling on it, there's just stuff flying up. And I thought somebody's cat was in here the whole time. I don't know, maybe there was, maybe it was just a sign. I'm bringing it up now. Catwoman. Meow! You guys ever known that cat lady? That lady, she doesn't let you in the house. She doesn't. She's like, "I got something for you," and you're so grateful, but at the same time, it smells like that kitty litter box. Got you some fresh fruits, and the cats are all up on the counter and shit. One's all spraying. Bless her heart. Got you a basket, and inside there she made some fresh bread, but it's like a bar towel or something. Good intentions. Speaking of good intentions, let's light this candle. Archangel Metatron, Archangel Azrael. I'm hearing Cepheus. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, benevolent beings of the light, Galactic Federation, the Wise Council, the seat of the 12. Hello, creation. Is that my imagination? It's where I want to be. It's where it all starts. All right. Is it? I heard maestro. I haven't heard that in a long time. Isn't that, what do you say when you say maestro? It's is it for music, right? Maestro, like the you do the. I heard the whistling while you work. Somebody's got to watch me from work. Oh, you'd eat that peach for at least a couple hours. You know what? Yesterday I had my Sweet as a Peach shirt on. You missed it. You missed your shot. 111. Fucking portal's closed. Burp. You're getting beamed off the island. Walk the plank. You missed the peach. Probably happens for you a lot in life. That's what happens when you stay stupid shit. You win stupid prizes, right? Like, yeah, come here, the peach is over here. You fucking shove your ass in the closet and you tumble down the stairs. That was on you. Gotta be careful who you're fucking with, right? Think you can just go around and talk about a peach, huh? You probably don't even eat fruit. You probably get McDonald's. Pimp McSlap is what you need to get. You need to get cyber slap. Did your mama tell you how to talk to a woman? Huh? My mama said, sit down. Sit all the way down. Actually, get in the corner. You're fucking grounded. You're fucking grounded. That's it. Strike 3. You're fucking out of there. Come on. You didn't miss anything yet. We're just getting started. So these, well, oh, Cranky. Oh, fucking Cranky. I seen the confusion card. We're channeling here. Hang on. Just hang on. Go for the ride. Go with the flow. Tie my shoe. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. 3, 4. Three, four. Shut the door. 5, 6. 1, 2. The Freddy one just keeps coming in as I'm trying to say it. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. 3, 4. Shut the door. 5, 6. Pick up sticks. 7, 8. Lay them straight. 9, 10. A big fat hen. Right? Is that how you guys got it? Is that what you guys heard? Is that how you guys were raised with it? Or was it the 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you? There's like a tyrant energy, an antagonistic energy too, you know. Somebody was a little asshole when they were kids, you know. Ooh, the devil, I told you it's a tyrant energy. Tyrants. Oh, the beauty that's made out of chaos. Believe me, I promise you. All that growth that comes from being like, oh, I'm up the tower. And I'm like, yes, bring in the guns. What? I wasn't going to say the guns. Bring in the stuff. Who brought guns? 22 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Somebody seen. Who brought the guns? I didn't. Who are you? You talking to me? You talking to me, eh? Intuition and awareness. All right. And there's an inspiration. Truth is my teacher. Whoa, dream weaver, I can't wait to get you through the night. Ooh, 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 ooh. See, it's a tyrant energy. It's like, don't know what to do with my hands. All right, settle down. Be enough out of you guys. Claudia, cheerio, mate. You made it. I sent out a beacon. I sent out the SOS. I'm glad you got it. Wade got my gift. Wade, is Wade in here yet? What's up, Cindy? Be aware and care. Be kind, rewind. What's up, Grogan? Red Dragon Reborn. I'd like to see what that looks like. In my mind right now, I just heard you're looking at it and I could feel the fire off my face. Woo! Everything's so esoteric for the collect few. Are you smelling what I'm stepping in? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Gratitude. Gratitude's somebody's teacher. All right, where are we going with this? There's a lot that just wants to bubble out. Bubble out. What kind of read is this going to be? Is this going to be an investigative read? Not. Ooh, divine intervention. Weighing your options. Choose the highest good. What could this be? What could this be? Jesus, acts of service. When you serve, the universe serves you. You know, I felt that tyrant energy around, and the first thing I thought of is, like, sometimes when I see motherfuckers acting up, or just the energy that gets on them, I don't know why, because for some, it really irritates their energy, that vibration. You know, it's funny. So whoever has that energy, they're like a really good creator. They're a really good creator. You know, there's a lot about judgments here too with Ma'at, because she weighs out the heart. Weigh your options. Is this where we're going? Wellness unfolding. Know the healing is a journey. The Green Tara. Ye parakye te he te hea sevarate papapare shetea. O tere tere. Divine knowledge. Higher learning, commitment to your vision through study. These dreams. That's what I was saying. Somebody's like, can't wait to go into dream, to get into the dream world. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. What's up? My name is Casey. Won't you tale as old as time, beauty and the beast. Beastly. All right. kind of beast. Hey, little girl, you want some candy? Oh, what kind of candy? Fuck no, we don't want no candy. What are you talking about? Worry. I see worry. Okay. Yeah, look at this motherfucker side-eye. What you worried about? What you worried? Divine knowledge, higher learning, commitment to vision through study. The vision's out here. Awareness and intuition. I feel like this is going to be investigative read. We're going to get in that ass. Inspiration. Somebody's inspired to get in and around that culo. I've been picking up on the buttholes lately. I don't know what it is. I'm not doing this today, Spirit. Hoosker do's, Hoosker don'ts, and whistling bungholes. A bunghole? Is there another word for bunghole? This is so out there. We're talking, is this what we're doing? Look. It looks like another butthole, or I don't know. You guys are seeing the, am I here alone? Am I doing this alone? Somebody doing this alone? Either way, that motherfucker right there is not good. It's not good. I don't need to be a reader to tell you. If you can see this, I don't know what's coming through. This is not good. Okay, moving on. We're getting tangled up in that shit. See, somebody's worried about that ass. I don't know. I don't know. What does that even mean? You know, these are the funny things that come across my fucking desk. Woo! I heard, way that asshole. Way that asshole. I don't even know. Drop that thing to the floor, yo. If you's a fine motherfucker, won't you back the ass up? I seen what you did last night, Summer. I seen it. I can't fucking unsee it. Somebody's like staring into God's asshole. I don't know what this means. I'm. Oh. Well, that's not very funny. Oh man, that's an inner fire. It does. It says inner fire. Okay, I'm hearing the ring of fire. I'm about to get off this read, actually. Maybe we should switch it over to a love read. Fuck, we on the ass. Okay, the ass is on fire. I'm hearing the roof. The roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let that motherfucker burn. Burn, baby, burn. Somebody's ass is burning. Okay, is there a reason that we're talking about this? See, look. Do you want some Kool-Aid? I need to clear this frequency out. I have the giggles. Oh, cranky. Divine intervention on that ass. Okay, it's coming through again. The cards don't lie. Weighing your options. Acts of service. Could hurt a pin drop. Acts of service. What kind of service? You, soldier boy, you. Hey, watch it. I'm that mom. I'm like, And you know, and everybody else stops dancing. I'm just like, yes, like this shit. And they're like, Mom, please take the turkey out of the oven. We're ready to eat. And I'm like, sorry. It's my first glass of wine in a while. We know. Just flick your god-darned hair, okay? I heard, I'm gonna need you to do me a favor and act like you're not all fucked up. Somebody's like, what? You're embarrassed of me? Expect the unexpected. You never know when somebody's just gonna blow. Right? Never know. Hey girl, welcome to my office. I was just telling about the things that come across my desk.
Can you take those down?
Well, yeah, it's for today. Just for today.
Just for what I was going to. Go to TikTok video? That's okay.
Okay, here we go. Coco wants wrong homie. You don't want none of this. Are you ready for the takedown? Ooh, Shaw. Where we going? Beautiful river in the mountains. I will follow you. That's pretty good coffee, huh?
Can you just call me after hours, please? I'm so excuse I'm so sorry for that. No,
Dear Miss Jackson.
It doesn't work.
It does. What period?
6 and the end of it.
Wasn't it?
5th, the end of 5th, and the beginning of 6th. And they give you, and you send it to the phone number. Oh, look what Rowdy sent me.
Oh, he's getting so big. He's so cute. Oh, he's a handsome.
Oh, he.
I signed thank you. Thank you. Like, that's where I put my signature on the line. So thank you. Where the X. X marks the spot. Today's 21st. Happy birthday if it's your guys' birthday. 212025. Wow, and I put the comma in the wrong spot. It's okay. Bill of sale, receipt. What's going on here? Make sure you get a bill of sale. Krista got a mother. Okay, here you go.
Thank you.
Love you soon when you get home. And then we're taking off and we gotta go. So, you thinking about what you need so we can pop off and drop it, girl? Yeah, it's all about the base, no trouble. Hi, Della. Bye. Love you. Woohoo! You want to marry her? Date? Sex was your intentions? Sex be nimble, sex be quick. Sex jumped over the candlestick. The candlestick? Sex and magic? Why did I say magic? I meant to say candlestick. Alright. I'm so glad that I was interrupted on that last channel messages. I don't know where that would have even went. Intuition. Heaven, let your light shine down. Okay. Queen of Swords. Ten of Wands. Intuition. There it X marks the spot. Ooh, there's a choice. Ooh, somebody's very aware. I'm very aware. Heard that. I'm very aware. Yeah, look. My pinky knocked this over, and behind that, look. King of Cups. High Priestess. Look at that awareness and the death. It's like somebody works, like, understands wholeness, oneness with nature here. Other people want what you have, you know, in that way. They compete against what's already rightfully yours. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. Everybody's trying to, you know, and it's a warrior spirit. You know, you got to go through the school of knocks. Somebody has a hard time letting something go here. You know, it's like somebody wants to have beef with you, or just, you know, it's just something about your nature. A lot of times, too, when somebody doesn't really like you, it's because there's something within themselves that why they do like you. You know, they admire you. You're not an easy target, and it gets under their skin because that's their soul saying, hey, you know, most likely those are going to be the ones that you would kick it with off planet. You know, those would be your type of people because they're both fucking warriors. Now, I'm not talking about if you're talking about some, you know, low vibrational thief, fucking liar, stealer, manipulator. You know, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if you're a workplace and, you know, somebody's just tenacious, and you can kind of see that they have the same thing, but they're like sparkling out a little bit. You know, and you could be new at something. I keep going like this, like about to get down. She likes to party. She likes to get down. You just do things different in a way. I feel like there's gossip. And I don't think it's bad. I think, you know, there's a couple people, you know what it feels like? You know when you go to start a new job and you're new, or, you know, for me, because of my looks, it's always twice as hard for me to make friends, keep friends, motherfuckers, boyfriends trying to hit on me, my, you know, whoever I'm with, boyfriend, you know what I mean? It makes it really hard. Everybody's like, oh, I wish I was beautiful. I'm like, I wish I was just average Joe, and I am an average Joe, but there, you know what I mean? You can't hide beautiful. You can't. It's on the heart, and it's just, and it's magnetization, and it's annoying, you know. It's something like that. I forgot what I was saying about that. Makes it harder, you know. There's always one person that, you know, you don't even know when your friends are envious. You know, you think they're all cheering for you, like, yeah, you go, girl, or, you know, it's great to see what you're doing, and it's not because they don't want you to do good, it's just because they're missing a purpose in their life. So because of that, and they might not even be saying out loud, thoughts are powerful too. 33 as I say this. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. 33, that's my number. That's my shit. This shit is bananas. Somebody thinks you're bananas. But it feels like somebody here is, you know, I heard long-standing member. I heard somebody too with like a bitchy voice, like, I'll have you know. I heard that. I'll have you know. It's like somebody's been in a position, I'm hearing a secretary. Bitch, sit the fuck down. Nobody cares about what position you hold on this fucking, in your little team meeting here. I'll have you know. Write that down. Write it down. I don't know why you're talking. Write it down. You know, somebody just wants to let a motherfucking know, too, in his face. And you could have just been like, okay, thanks for letting me know. Appreciate that. I will take that into consideration. You know, where can I help? And that right there, that's what irks a motherfucker. They're like, what? You know what I mean? She just didn't even get pissy because what I said, like, you know, you're just like, okay. You're like, you get it. You see, you know, the possessiveness that somebody has over something, or just, you know, motherfucker don't budge. It's my way or the highway. You can get your kicks on Route 66. It's something like that. You know, bitch been there for a long time. Washed up. I heard washed up. The old gray mare just ain't what she used to be. And then I heard she'll be riding 6 white horses when she comes. Like, somebody here could be, like, heavier set, too, for somebody. Not sure why all that's coming through. This person's, like, a burden. A burden, yeah. It feels like, too, if this isn't a workplace or a home dynamic, this definitely is, like, where the divine's intervening. If somebody's been talking a bunch of shit from shit, like, can you even believe that, hey, you know who I just ran into? And then a little extra is added on, and you know what I mean? And it's like, why are they even interested? Why are people interested? Because even though you're outcasted, you're like the only one with the key. You know what I mean? I heard it's hidden in plain sight. Why did my voice change? Is that my voice? Who fucking changed my voice like that? It's hidden in fucking plain sight. Can you fucking see it? You're supported. Like I said, it's not all bad. As much as there's, so, you know, the people that used to be like, you know, kind of played into that. There's been a period of time, like 1 to 3 years, could be 1 to 3 months, where people have been able to, you know, if this is you who's not reacting, you know, it could be burdensome, but you're just like, whistle while I work. Like, I'm going to make lemonade out of the lemons you've been served, whatever. You dance to the beat of your own drum. You're like, I'll take these burdens and I will bury them into the ground. They were my seeds, and I'm going to grow new shit from them. I'm going to, ways of being, way to understand. Like, when somebody comes up and talks to you, like, their energy speaks first, right? Especially if you can already feel, for me, if somebody's got it on with me and I can feel it, like their psyche, or just, you know, like, I'll hear, like, this bitch. Or, you know what I mean, or stupid bitch, or I'll hear, you know, or I can feel the energy. Or somebody's upset, they all closed off, you know, and they're just kind of pissy, and I'm, what's up? You know, what's up? Because I don't like playing that game, you know, where a motherfucker just be stomping around for 2 days and shit, and you're like, you want to talk about it? Like, I'm all about respecting somebody, but, you know, and then they start doing more shit, slamming the door, acting like a fucking dickbag, making it an unpleasant place to be. Like, at that point, like, I can't deal with people like that no more. I'd live in a fucking tent before I put up with people like that. Try to steal your flow, your energy, you know, because you won't sit the fuck down, maybe. There's a jealousy out here. I'm going to say that. There's a jealousy out here. It has to do with your crown. This could be on a very spiritual level, somebody who understands your awareness, another deity. And also, I'm going to say, like, there is outer worldly beings that even they, like, you're incarnate here as a master in whatever way through your crown, and you get to be in human form. You get to bring it here and open up to that consciousness, and it's huge. To be able to do that is huge. Look, Ashtar command. Ashtar is commander of the Galactic Federation. What's up, Patrick? Okay. But you have the key. You have the key, huh? I see the Star of David out here too, wishing on a star. True love. So I was doing my own thing last night. Military official. Being led by spirit guides. Okay. So I'm just going to pull some channeled messages from my deck and then from this. I'm not even sure what that deck's called, to be quite honest. I opened it up a while ago. Fucking box is gone. It was a Team U special. Alright. What's the key here? Shun. Somebody loves you though, yeah. The keys through this heartbreak, whatever this is. Like, that's what gives you the key. Because it's also tied to the tree, so through your lungs, look. And you finally, like, open that throat chakra, able to speak, or just, I'm tired of it. You know, like, when you finally look at pain for what it is, somebody, like, it's hard to accept that the people you love the most, right, they betray you, and it's like, how when you made those decisions, you weren't thinking of the highest good. You weren't thinking of me. You know what I mean? How do you not think of me like I think of you? I just heard that, you know, and somebody's choosing them. And it is, too, and it talk about some hurt too, shadow. Somebody could be going really through, you know, very dark, going through a dark part of their consciousness. Things that are, I heard Resident Evil. What's Resident Evil? What's that about? And like Hunger Games, you know. It's all fun and games, right? Everybody who's paying to watch the them go down in that dome and fight through those things, they didn't care. But Katniss Everdeen, right? She was that one. This is like the Katniss Everdeen. The true natural leader. There's like a fearlessness within it, but it's covered, it's masked right now. I think somebody misses somebody a lot too. A friend, like there's this deep ache in the soul for somebody. And it's like now that they're gone, you have to figure it out on your own. There's Aquarius out here. Cherished friendships, they are the harbors for your soul. Those are the ones that remember you, that carry on your energy, right? That your memory lives within them as well, that consciousness. It's all collected. It's all in a database. It's called throughout the Akashic records. I'm here in the Celestial Hall of Records. Somebody on the other side is going to help somebody. Okay. This is, like I said, if this is your story where you've lost somebody, it's been very, very hard. Whether now that they're gone, you're shunned, or you don't have the backing, or you don't have like that genuineness, especially if this does have to do with, is findom allowed here? I'm going to guess you're saying freedom. Hold on a second, let me finish this and I'll get to you. Let me finish this. So something's finished here. It's like, let me finish this and I'll get to you. You have to go through something here. You had to go through something. That was the divine intervention here. See, that's where the enlightenment, hangman in reverse. Finally awake, couldn't do much. Now you can. It's like gravity brought you back around, so this enlightenment comes. You got your powers back. It's like something holds space for you. I heard reverberatory effect. Holding space. It's like you have a connection with this person through the other side. They're holding space for you. They're like your humor. Use your humor to manifest. Use your wit. Somebody here's funny. They want you to stay in that energy. When you do feel that vibration too that comes around, they're saying yes. Yeah, victory through the other side. Yeah. That makes us happy too. This person could have even like gave you the inkling to move on. See how they're looking at the stars, following this person's on the other side. They're like, don't go that way, go that way. And I feel like you're somebody who does something different. You're seer. Look at this seer here. See, it's this ancestor. It's this powerful guide that's on the other side. For some reason, you're tied into this divine plan. Those are all intelligence, okay? Those are not just thoughts. Those are algorithms. There's a seer here that's seeing. See how what your illuminated is? This seer's seeing that as well. It's like you're getting the call, the beacon. It says, I love you out here. Let love guide you. Choose to see the good in the world today. Somebody here knows how to interdimensionally travel. All right. Survival, false promise, the Desert Prince. Oh, you're getting a message about somebody false. The Desert Prince, survival. What's underneath that? Emotional challenges, resolve the issue. Survival, false promises. Somebody's seeing into the future here. The guides, this guy, the warrior. See, that's warrior. That face paint. Somebody's going to the lodge. I'm telling you, it's like somebody's going to do a ghost dance or retrieve a retreat to unblock some sort of emotional challenges that are within. You're being guided there. Somebody's being guided to this island. Wherever this may be, this desert place. And there's something happens here. You get an enlightenment. You get to communicate with this person through the veil. some sort of deep cleanse within the body that you have. I'm not sure if this is ayahuasca. It's ceremonial, okay? And this seer, this shaman that's holding space helps you to release this. It's an emotional challenge, and I wonder how that comes about because it's this loss that you felt. And this loss is very prominent energetically to you, so you feel them all the time. You could be a medium and not even know. You know, you get the signs, or when you just walk in and you swear you smell them smoking a cigarette and they're not there. Nobody else smokes, but they did, and you smell that. Or you can get a hint of, like, when you get in their pickup, what their pickup smelled like. Right? Or you can see them laugh in your mind's eyes, or you'll think of something funny. They want to bring joy. They don't want you to feel sad. You know what I mean? That's how you keep them alive. You know, that memory. Through the consciousness and putting love, like wrapping love around it. Somebody here is very interested in the afterlife. And because of this interest and because of this passion, there's divine coming down here, and somebody's heart is being weighed. Is it light as a feather? What are you harboring? Jesus comes behind that with acts of service here. Wishing on a star. Friendship. There's a good friend. If you don't know this shaman yet, or whoever this seer is, seer could be a reader, could be anybody who has those premonitions. It could just be somebody who's very in tune through the third eye, the psyche. All right, there's somebody here that's holding space to communicate. Maybe even help with dreams. Dreams. Somebody drives a lot. Somebody drives a lot. This, to get to this retreat too, it's going to be, it's in the mountains, look. All right, somebody's getting back to integrity. Yeah, they're getting back to integrity. Do you guys like it when I channel the messages like this? So this is general. This could be about a piece of your life. This could be a part of something that's happening. I know that's what I was just gonna, I felt that energy and I was like, do you guys like this? Do you like it when I do the you versus them? I really go with just guided to channel sometimes because there's so many people going through different things that they might get the conclusion I heard, you know, that psychic insight that they need, you know. Also, oh, my nose is itchy. A lot about mediumship. Look, it's like they're not together. They're in different realms. Somebody just knows this. They just know that they're talking to this person, you know. My nose is itching. That's when, like, for me, that's that energetic frequency makes that vibration makes my nose itch for some reason. Truth. Angels. She talks to angels. I'm hearing that song. Okay. Somebody could be feeling like they're a little out of sorts right now because of what they're experiencing, what they've seen, what their spirit guides brought to them. So many spirit guides are bringing a release here through the emotions. And they're doing this. You might be on the outs with somebody here. Somebody who is close within your community, somebody who was a friend. This is somebody who is going to be innovative, unique. That's how you would know this person. And at the core of them, you know there's love. Somebody here does feel shut off or sad about something here. So a door that's, you know, that's closed, but they've just been so sucked up into their own pity, what they've been going through, how they feel. They're soul searching. Tell me about this individual. Death. Yeah, it's got to be a death. Somebody's had to die, dude. I'm telling you. This is a lot of grief. A lot of pain. See, I see the rainbow here. That's my side. That's my sign. That's my side. On the other side. As a medium, that's how I interpret those things. The Hanged Man. Look, too. They're helping you make a decision. So what is this decision about? If you've lost somebody and you feel like you're being guided, or maybe this person just, even in the physical, I hide behind material things. Paranormal activity, like certain things could be getting pushed or moved, or I just seen an orb go up on my face. You could be experiencing those frequencies right now. What up, Claire V? Woo! Whoever you are, like your discernment and decisiveness. There's 2 horses on the front of this with the 2 of Cups. Look, he's standing up in the chariot. He knows how to drive this thing. What? This friend feels like this, okay? I feel like somebody helps a friend here. Somebody helps, you know, whether it's on this side or the other side. Somebody helps somebody, come and picks them up, helps them make a good decision. Look, it says drive. Somebody's getting back to integrity. Somebody was saved from something. I do feel like somebody died. Shapeshifter, perspective. South, abundance. Wild woman, what is that? Persecution. All right. See, to me that feels like a man with a beard. Feel that energy. Somebody maybe who had a beard. I got goosebumps, so that's my indicator, yes. It's like you don't want to believe. Somebody here doesn't want to believe in like afterlife or what they're experiencing. Paranormal things. It's like God's talking to you. Showing you the sign, showing you the light, showing you that you're loved. You know, somebody even wished on a star. I just wish I could have, you know, where I could see the light, where I could see things, and God's been showing somebody here. Look, true love, underneath wishing on a star. Military could be prominent. And somebody just don't see it. You know what I mean? There's something that happened, you know, because with that 3 of Cups, there's been partying, there's been things that have happened, and now we're at the 4. Celebrating. Okay? Ooh. For some of you too, I want to say, like, there's a jealous female in this. There's a jealous female in here. This is a very interesting. I don't know if this has to do with the person that died, somebody who died, and like this person, like everybody knew this person loved you, was in love with you. And they died, when they died, like I feel like somebody had a heart attack or died of a broken heart in some way here, but there's a death, and like there's another woman out here. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's a wife and a mistress, or if it was just 2 different ex-wives, or somebody was shunned because of a death, you know, shunned from this community, shunned from this home, and now this person, you, right, have come back like this from it, from being shunned, intuitive, moving forward. You could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I see Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. There's fire. Could be dealing with a Virgo. Come back, sharp. There's something about a drive. Was this death with this drive? Friendship, death, drive. 14, January 4th. Lost compass, somebody lost their way. Ships. Ships represent medicine, mask, authenticity. What I want to say too, without a doubt, whoever this is that did pass away is helping you to go through these things. It's like it could have been really hard, but it's almost like you took on this person's pain too, or this grief, or there was something, a special bond that you guys had. There's just something special. Maybe it was the way you communicated or how close you guys were. And I want to say it would have to do with how you communicated, how close you were. I think you were closer in light than you really knew. Soul family. This could even be from a past lifetime that you feel this loss, right? I can still feel you just as close as skin every now and then. All by myself in a crowded room. On an empty bed. It's a place you touch with your love. Nobody gets close to you. I can still feel you. I can still... It freaks somebody out. Somebody's worried. Somebody's worried here. It's like, I'll never see him again. Where does their consciousness go? Somebody's going to expect the unexpected here. But when the light shines through, look at how much, look at the shift that changes. See how she has more of like a physical body here? And I said about, look, somebody has red hair and somebody, or longer hair. There's different colors, hairs there. Hairs there. Somebody wants what you got, your tenacity, your blessings, okay? Somebody here hides behind material things. There's a super big difference between you and somebody else. What you stand for. Trust. See, somebody's pushing something because over here with it says trust. Trust in the timing. Trust in the wave that you came in on. Time is not running out. 12:55 as I look at the time. So see, somebody gets esoteric messages too, and that's what pisses somebody off. That's what fucking I heard. That's what fucking irks me. Somebody's intuition. How spot on you are. You know, somebody could feel like, look, they're worried about something that they failed at doing. Maybe it did have to do with some sort of love or corruption within love, okay? Love is more than just a relationship. Self-love. Somebody, you know what I mean, who would want you, you know, they're worried about how you're coming back. There's something about you, it's like, I expect the unexpected now. You used to feel like this, you know? This intuition one. You used to feel like this after this death or whatever happened or this loss or this grief, right? But the key's been here the whole time. Right now, you're like self-healing. You're not even looking in the door what was left to you. You're not seeing that. You're missing, look at the family, the tree. You know what I mean? It's like a legacy was gone. Or, you know, the key. It felt like the key of it died. This person. Yeah, there's a death. Yeah, and it was a community. You know, maybe this person was a leader within the community. Somebody look, people respected this person. They were wise. They were intelligent in whatever way. What up? Please be kind. I love your name. Just like, I'm just going to say that too. Yeah. We're not going to say that. Okay, let's look at this. What was an obstacle for you through this death? Through this ending? Knowing which way to go next, right? This was like an evolutionary spot where you would alchemize and work with the angels, right? You didn't really give too much thought. Maybe you were all in Christianity and then you started to feel like, you know, in Christianity they say don't go to psychics, don't go to mediums. You know what I mean? They don't say, you know, we're all born with gifts. We're all born with the ability to open up our intuition and to work with our third eye. We all have it. Some people it's just a lot more prominent than others, and it's their purpose to have that awakening. This life, it's destined, you know, and it feels like you were through this pain is what actually pushed you to the uncomfortability to have to make a decision. You weren't meant to just come and live a 9 to 5. There's something that this person shared with you that you were just getting close to or getting started or being able to communicate. Somebody has telepathy, you know, they're very close, very synchronized energies. It's like when they died, you died. A piece of you died. Look at her. She's all sitting out there, rides her bike out to this place just to connect. And this going out into nature is where you learn to connect. You know, this has been, maybe you don't know that they were there holding your hand or that they were there by your side. You know, even just because they're passed on. Look, 1 foot in the earth and 1 foot not. They're by you. This friend, this lover, whatever this is. This person was close to you. And I want to say too, like with the death here, wild and free. Somebody loved horses, you know. Tornadoes could be prominent. I'm here in Kansas. This person could have been Native American too out here with the lodge and the seer. This person also could have been a, you know, I don't know if somebody was having dementia or going through dementia, but it's like where their consciousness, that thing within the brain that separates the dimensions, the realities, right? It was just the beta blockers. People put beta blockers in people like that so that they're not, that's what dementia is. It's just too much beta in the brain. Anyways, it feels like that. Somebody who was kind of losing sight with the ghost here. This person wants you to know that something's completed. There's something that's been completed. There's nothing you could have done. There's nothing you could have done. But this is like, this opens a portal for you to be able to see too. It's like with the chariot here, I feel like in the Bible, what's its name? Who rides off into the chariot? Shame on me, I should know that. It starts with an E. It's not Ezekiel. What's his name? Who rides off into the chariot and transcends? Who is that? Starts with an E, isn't it? Enoch? No. Not like from the old Bibli. Who was it? It's not Ezekiel. Elijah. I fucking love that name. Love that name. I love Elijah, but this is what this feels like. You know what I mean? Like whatever this transition that you had to go through, instead of looking at it, you would not be the seer that you are. You would not be the seer that you are. Look how you can comfort yourself in pain now. Stand in the emotions and self-soothe. Hug yourself. See, as you start to self-soothe and you accept you accept these emotions, you feel it. Those emotions are a part of you. That's honoring your human spirit. That you want to get those blockages out of there. And crying is a great way to purge. Either that, throw up and shit, you know. Unless you want to have a burning bunghole, I would rather cry myself, you know. And plus, it feels good when you cry. You're tired, and then you get it's a release. Anybody else, when you're done crying, go like. I always do that when I'm done crying. It's all said and done. My spirit goes. Does anybody else do that? But this feels like, see how she's hugging herself and she's out alone. She's in the darkness. She's out in the water, not knowing what's out there. But she's going. She's not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid anymore. I'm going to face it in the eyes this time. This time I'm going to look it in the eyes and say, I'm not afraid of you. I know this is a part of me this is a part of the consciousness that's fearful, and I don't need to be afraid of anything. These emotions are mine, and I'm going to heal them by showing myself love. And look, as you do that, see those arrows that were shot out of there? People used to say what people have done. People, we don't remember what you say to us that hurts us. We remember how you make us feel. There's a lot of feelings here that have been hurt, and there's a lot of self-forgiveness that's coming out. Maybe this is because of a seer. Maybe, this intuition, or whoever you're, they're bringing some sort of ease or relief here. I just heard, God, I love you. Like a friend, when they see you, they're like, God, I just love you. Maybe you say something that they needed to hear that day, and they're like, God, I love you. See, because you going through that puts you in this new leadership spot. Even though you moved away or you were shunned, thank God. Thank God. And I dreamt about like asteroids last night, like Earth destructions, things that were happening within the Earth. It's like Mother Gaia is taking care of some stuff, in whatever way that means. An environment, okay, in a toxic environment. You didn't want to be a part of this anyways. It's your own. People are trying to access things that are yours through your own Akash, your own door, your self-worth. Pain, when you make somebody feel unbalanced, and maybe this was the only person you fucking had that died, okay? Truly, the only person that understood or knew you, or you're probably like, look, if something happens to me, here's a list of names, right? That's the person we're talking about. Somebody, you don't have to kick it with them all the time, but their loyalty, an elder, or somebody like that felt like an elder, but, just loyal. Person says, I love you. They're saying, I love you. Please be kind. I moved states away so I could heal. I see that. I see there's this, and now it's different, huh? Now wherever you're at, don't you feel more like this? Like you get your energy back? Like soon as you drove out, I heard flew. As soon as you got out of that town, didn't you feel like that weight get off of you? Like you still have that resonant energy. First time you get to where you're going, you take that first hot shower and imagine golden light. You seal your energy off with the golden light, brightest white light, right? And you just hold yourself, you like this. You just start releasing slowly and slowly. The next morning you make yourself breakfast, right? You get yourself some orange juice. You take care of your body. You do the things for you that nobody else did. That's when you become your best friend. God, I love you. I say that to myself all the time. Like, I made an awesome salad last night, and I was like, God, I love my choice. You know what I mean? My connection, since I have, cut out a bunch of things from my diet, I feel way more connected now. way more grounded, way more connected. You know, for the most part, I eat, you know, raw vegetables, cooked vegetables, fruits, lots of water, purified, distilled water without all the minerals and the other things in it. Our body needs a lot of water. Our sinuses, you know, you notice when some people start to channel, their sinuses run. It's because it's trying to purge out all those impurities. You know, I just posted, go on my community page. I posted a video. This guy, he's called Master Earth. I don't know if anybody else of you've seen him, but this guy's very wise. Although I'm not going to snort my own piss no matter how sterile it is because I think I'll fucking throw up. Oh, there's another sign of purging. I don't know if I'm on that level. You can snort cocaine and not your own sterile piss. I'm like, I know, that was back in the day. Yeah, let me get a toot off that. Let me get a toot of your piss. It's sterile, right? Here, put a little in the cup for me. Toot toot. So yeah, I got some extra over here. You know, and it's all. I'm not gonna talk about it 'cause I'm a gag. I'm not talking about that, but you know, there's. He was talking about, thank God that we still have the 7 chakras that people, because we have so many more chakras than that, right? We've got our ear chakra, our earth star chakra. There's so many chakra centers within our body, not just the 7. But he was saying, thank God that, you know, there's enough wisdom and knowledge that was left around or channeled or, you know, brought forth. And it feels like that's what you have a part here to do as a channeler, as a seer yourself, be able to collect information through the veil, right? Through your consciousness, whether it comes through meditation, spiritual inklings, your psychic pathways, you read cards, you just journal, you hear it in song, something's shifting in you. It's helping you to become this better person, to see things in a different perspective. You know, we all wonder what it's for. What's the purpose? What's behind it? You know, it's not always about what's happening in your life. When you ask for the highest good, 5544 as I say this. By the way, last night we got 100 likes on the video. That's the first time I've ever done that in a live. So thank you guys, and thank you for subscribing. My goal is to make it to 5,000 before January. So you guys fucking rock. I appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna start a new spread here. You guys are like, we're good. We're off of that. So they're talking about there's jealousy from, you know, what you've been through, and that's to convict another person's heart. That's what helps the evolutionary process of somebody. You know, when somebody, and sometimes people just go crazy because of. Like, let's look at Peaky Blinders, right? He loved her. The sheriff that hired her to go be the undercover loved her, but she loved, what's his name? Can't even remember their names right now. No fucking Shelby, Mr. Shelby. No fucking, there'll be no fucking fighting at the Shelby's wedding. No fucking fighting. Thank you guys for subscribing. I appreciate you. Thank you. My kids are always proud. How many subscribers did you get, Mom? I've got 5 kids. They're so happy for me. They're some of my biggest, you know. Good job, Mom. Last night I got 27 subscribers. I was like, woohoo! Must be doing something right. Getting the message out there. Whatever message it is, it's a lot of message. There's a lot of message around here. Where are we going? There's lots of messages. I feel like a lot of people get messages from this channel. You know. We don't harp on anybody too hard. Like, if we see a nasty bitch that's, you know, you can feel that energy of envy. Remember, we don't fight in the flesh, we fight in the spirit. So when you feel that energy, that's what we help it to convict itself or to mirror back or to keep, you know, in whatever way. You just got to call on the light man. Let's look at, I swear I just felt the dog under my table, like when I put my legs out and there's no dog there. Somebody's missing their dog. Their dog passed away recently and it's not there. Feel that. Somebody's had a hard week with the loss of an animal or loss of somebody that's, look, I love you, that was there. I love you. Hi, Ellie. Are you watching, Mama? Danny's my boy. Cashman. Ellison, are you watching, Mama? Cutie. Love you. Miss my pets and husband. Ah, I feel like this reads too for you. I looked over and my eyes went straight to this. You know, there's some sort of, this really does feel like it comes for you, you know. There's a lot of love, a lot of healing through the ancestry for you, Mandy. Growth, yeah, that's what you're saying, this growth. You're aware now of other things, you know. I think your husband was worried about you being taken advantage of, and it's like, he's like, I heard over my dead body. I don't know if that's what he says, over my dead body. He's kind of funny. What up? Be aware and care. Crystalline Alchemist, what's up, guys? Gone too soon, 55 he passed. Man, I feel that. My kid's father passed away at 59. As you were, 58. No. He was 59. He was gonna be 60. Chief Casey, what's up, guys? Where does the collective want to go? Where do you guys want to go? What do you want to know? What kind of read should we do? What are you guys in the mood for? It's TGIF. You guys let me know. What's on the heart? Ellie said, love you. Miss Ellie. Her dad's the one that passed away, actually, was murdered. Hi, Kimberly. My sister's 42. We would have been together for 34 years on Thanksgiving. Well, I know that he'll be there having that gravy. You're gorgeous. Thank you, Wally Wilson. What up, Mr. Cooper? Career? I want to know what's going on with my boyfriend. Claire V, what up, girl? For those of you that don't know, Claire V in the comments, she actually has a channel. She's another wonderful reader. I like to catch her reads in the morning. My Christmas intro will be tonight on my channel. Casey, I'm done with it. I'll have to go check it out. By the way, my daughter started wrestling and she's really good at it. She's like, Mom, I thought I would be nervous. She reminds me of Ellie Mae Clampett. Boys want to wrestle. And she's 17. She's like my little mini-me. It's funny. She's built like me, but she has her dad's facial structures. It's so... The other day, my son came in here, and I'm like, God, you look just like your dad. I was married to that man for 13 years. We learned a lot from each other. We're great friends now. We co-parent. Our kids are getting so grown. I'm so proud of my children. So proud of them. Individuality, self-expression. Like, yeah, they got some kinks they got to work out, don't we all? But I love my children. I am one blessed mama. You know, you don't need a lot, but that love and that friendship within your family dynamic, your kids, that's your legacy. That's what you brought in here. You're a guardian. You're a guide for those. And you just have to trust the light in whatever way people are being led. You know, some of the shittiest shit. Dude, I used to be a drug addict. And I wasn't like, you know, a psychotic. I was never that one. When I got high, I was into spirituality. I was like, you know, I was having telepathy. I was on different fucking planets. I was seeing past lives. I was experiencing things like doing methamphetamine gave me a supernatural awakening that like portals and stuff, and it was like, oh, you're just high. And from there I've built off that. It's been 7 years now since I've been going through awakening, and I used to doubt it. I'm like, why would God choose somebody like me? I gave all the power away to, you know, and realized it was within me. You know, please help me. And it was like, me, I'm going to give you the power and the strength from it within. Call on him, right? And it was my physical body's vessel's job to do the eating right, do the, you know, drinking clear, and being a better version of myself, so more of that energy can go. Your intestines is like your spiritual brain. I'm learning a lot, like you keeping your stomach and your gut health. You know, be careful what you put into your body. That's how you magnetize, okay? You gotta love you. You gotta be proud of everything you've been through. Even, you know, your hard knocks. You be like, at least I told the truth. You know, at least I had integrity. Might have gotten caught, may have, but yeah, I own my shit. And that's how you move up. That's the first step. It's step, day by day. I own my shit. Even if you have been a liar, you know, it takes time for people to earn trust. But the person you want to be able to rely on the most in this world is yourself. You know what I mean? When you let you down, that's sad. That fucking sucks. Because you're the one in your head driving home like, fuck, why did I do that? You know, and then you have this deep, dark secret that's held within you. Look, as I said, I went to get a piece of hair off this. Somebody has, like, regret, remorse for something that happened. They lost a friend because of a heartbreak, a choice. You know, and they're like, why the fuck did I do that? You know, and somebody knows about that. Somebody's, like, psychically into it. This could be a friend of yours, you know, that's in tune with whatever's been done, you know. And if this is, you know, this is a soul family. This is like-minded soulness, Seven of Swords in reverse. Whatever happened, like, it changed somebody. you help that pain, like it set somebody else free to be able to open their heart. Maybe they're seeing something different now. Can being able to forgive them, like if you can see all of this that I've been or I hide, and it doesn't always have to be bad. You know, it could be extreme self-sabotage, you know, and it's what you do, you're doing to yourself, and somebody knows that, even though it has affected them in whatever way, they still hold that grace. Like that's what's changed somebody here. I'm telling you, love covers the multitude of all things. True friends don't leave you when you're down and out. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can't help people, but you can inspire with light by just being who you are. And when it's time, you know, they'll come to the lodge. They'll come to the sweat lodge. They'll come say, hey, you want to have a cup of coffee? You want to talk? You know, you want to talk about growth? Somebody feels very stimulated around you, you know, being able to stimulate, to grow those branches out, to look at things different, you know. When we, as kids, you know, a lot of people always tell kids, sit down, don't touch that, don't do this, you know. Kids, they're full of energy. That's life. You know, they move around, they move a lot. Look at old people. They're stiff, they don't move much, they sit in the same chair. It's like their life force energy is like gone. You've got to move your body. You know, somebody's here is really being encouraged to go and walk, to work on their physical fitness, just to move your body, move your energy. That's how you start to awaken other energy centers within you, so that it's a small shit. It's not going and seeing a psychic and getting this information. It's how do you use that, okay? How do you use that? Because, you know, if you get reads from me, there's specific things that will come in. You know, a lot of time there will be things about health and diet, you know, or for writing, what their guides, you know, are urging. And once you find that connection, or you find, you know, I had somebody come along, her name's Angelic Ascensions. I don't know if anybody else watches her. Does anybody else watch Angelic Ascensions? I got a personal read with her, and it took her like, seriously, like 3.5 months. It was supposed to be like take a week. And I've done that before because of my circumstances, so maybe it's just karma. But I got a personal read with her. And ever since that moment, like when, and it's funny, Ma'at's out here because she channeled Ma'at throughout my read and was all about, you know, there's the things within relationship, you know, that didn't happen at that time that did in the future, like a year later, and she was dead on. But it was about taking the choice to pursue something. I'm like, I don't know shit about cards. I've had my cards thrown away, my crystals, told I worship the devil. But here I am out here still trying to help people break through. And some of those people that dogged me or put me down, or, you know, was afraid of what I was doing because they didn't understand it, I never gave up on it. I never quit. I never will quit. Nothing was ever going to take me off my path. Don't care if I get my ass kicked, if beat down, broke down, put in jail, try to put in the same sign, my ass is coming. You can talk shit, yeah, you'll be on the next motherfucker's dick who's got a bag of dope. Sheriff told me that here in this town. And I said, actually, and I was all, you know, and I said, hey, I've been, you know, doing dope, and I'm ready to take a few days off and get my shit together. But my family know the first time I asked my family for help, it was a big fuck you. You know what I mean? Broke into my apartment, a bunch of fucked up shit, but it pushed me, you know, and it showed me who I can trust and who I can't trust. And, you know, it grew me from that point. It grew me from that point so much that the person I trust most is myself. That's why I am very intuitive. That's why I am able to, in my emotional intelligence, because I don't hold the raft of hatred. And I look at it and I'm like, thank God that happened. Thank God, you know, because the hate is what's pushed me. It's like, you know, when all those trolls get in the comments and they're like, fuck you, you know, eat a dick, I bet you, all the stuff they say. You're promoting my film. You're watching, you know, you're commenting, you're putting whatever you're putting on there, you know, you're getting me paid for it. So, just saying, there's, you know, there's good, what's meant for bad will always, when your heart's pure, will be used for good, you know. And remember, going through those hard things, you want to go through hard things, and you want to go through it and know that, okay, I'm going through something hard, this is forming me. How can I surrender to this and look at it in the best way so I can get the soul growth, and you can just feel your heart chakra open. You might even cry a little bit, you know, you're like, man, this is so beautiful, but it sucks at the same time. You're like so grateful just to know that you don't need a lot of shit. You don't need a lot of people. You don't care about what people think anymore. You know what I mean? You see the projections. You can see, you're seeing through a different, because this starts to open, right? You're receiving more light, and if you no longer have the same dull vision as everybody else who's in that lower vibration of this is life. You know, for people look at me and they're like, what the fuck are you even talking about? You spend your time yapping. You just read cards, you just pick up cards and read them what they say, and you tell people what they want to hear. And I'm like, you know, and that's somebody's perspective. Though there's, you talk to other people, they'll say, you know, I've got so many emails, thank you. You know, you've set me on a path. You've helped change my life. You've helped me to look at things. And even then, I weep because I'm like, how could me, a drug addict, me, somebody who was always put down? I'm so glad I kept fighting because I chose my path. I've also been able to love on other people. I got to be that person for somebody else that I didn't have. That's been my goal. Even if it's just one person I read or one person alive, you know, I want to make somebody laugh. I want to make somebody smile. You know what I mean? Because I have had very few people like that in my life. I almost gave up on hope in humanity to where I didn't want to be here anymore. It was such a dark place. All I seen was the evil in this world. And I realized that I was put here because I do see the light to bring more of it here, not be afraid of that. That just me, one little me, and that sitting with my higher self, that I could make a change. And I do. You do. When you focus on the good in things and realize, like, you see it different. You'll see it different. You'll watch things play out. You have that foresight to get out of the way and know how energy works. You know, if you ain't doing nothing right, if people ain't trying to come for you, you know, you're not. You're not fitting in. You don't listen. You do your own thing. You're fucking delusional. You're a psycho bitch. You're a fucking cunt. You're a whore. I've heard it all. Piece of shit, pot smoker, fucking drug addict, bad mom, right? I've heard it all. I've heard it all. But you ask the ones that love me. Strongest woman I know. Loving. Hardworking. You know? Who gives a fuck what all the other people say? They'll have their walk. They'll have their time. Michael and Faith. Spiritual calling, divine protection, breakthrough moment. Woohoo! Breakthrough moment. Alright, guys, give me a second because I need to do a ankle. That water's running. Do you guys like it when I play the water? Wow, I feel like I found you. Somebody I really can relate to. You're awesome. Oh, Sabrina, thanks. Me too. Is that Zelda tattoo? Alright, it looks like Zelda, huh? I was thinking that too. It's not Zelda, it's the Valkyrie. She's a Valkyrie Viking. She's a shield maiden warrior. Check your email, sister. I think you got the wrong email because I looked in there and I didn't see it. I believe it's CaseyAngel33Landis@gmail.com. Ask Danny. He has it. It's cool to hear, but I don't believe, and you know, and I used to not either. I used to think the only way was the church and that, and I always just felt so judged and down, like I'm never going to be good enough. And then I went on a tangent, did a bunch of drugs and alcohol and shrooms and fucking let my hair down. You know, as a kid I had to be responsible growing up young, you know. I always felt it was my obligation to keep peace within the house if there was, you know, like in some ways my responsibility to keep people happy so it'd be a nice environment for me because I was sensitive as a kid. Couldn't handle it, you know, in some ways, and it was hard, you know. I really did there's a piece of me that shut down in my childhood at that age that I've brought back, you know, and that's that belief part that we have. It's stored within that, you know, opening up to that. It sucks when you know, a lot of people, their biggest thing is not feeling loved, not feeling safe. You know, we don't want to make people feel unloved and unsafe. We want to be honest with people. We don't need to put people down. People have enough of their own things in their own head. You don't never know what level somebody's on to snapping or, you know. If you feel like you want to say something too, this just came up. If you're at the grocery store and you want to tell somebody like, I like your shoes, I like your shirt, or like, you know, you look like you need a hug, and you hear it in your mind and you're being guided to give somebody a hug, or just to like, are you okay? Just, you know, I know this might sound crazy, but God asked me to give you a hug, and I would like to give you a hug if that's okay. Like I see somebody doing that. You don't know what that did for somebody. You don't know what that did. You know, that brought that person from the edge back, you know, and that's a powerful person. That's a powerhouse. You change people's lives in nanoseconds of that. You don't even know. It's this one little light that you share to another. With one tiny ass light in a room full of darkness, it only grows. You don't have to worry about giving your light. There's plenty of it. You'll have plenty of light. And you give a little spark here, maybe it's something you said, or maybe it's an I love you here, or you're remembered, you're not forgotten. You can do hard things. I've seen how far you come. Don't be afraid to tell people too, like I've seen where you're doing a good job. It's okay to lift other people up. You know, sometimes the human body is nice to hear that, and they're nice words to say. Hi Constance, very beautiful and sacred. A beacon of light. I mean, yeah, to be that for somebody else, I've had that, and man, it's changed my life. But I got that read, from Angelic Extensions, and it changed, it gave me the confidence. I remember starting my first video, I'm like, hey, Casey here, what's up? I was so nervous, so nervous. I'm like, I can't believe I'm fucking doing this shit. What am I thinking? Play. I'm like, and it's so hard. I'm like, just let it flow, just relax, let it flow. And I'm like, I'm fucking trying here. I can't, because that human side of me that's like, judgment, what you look like, how you say it, do I have enough wisdom and knowledge, like all that parts of me as a childhood that, oh, you can't do it, you're not gonna be good enough, we don't have the money, we're not gonna be able, what I mean, it becomes a belief, it gets ingrained and programmed within you, and that lack mentality, so breaking through that was really hard for me as a reader. Not being judgmental. So when I started to love myself for all of me, now I can read cards and not be judgmental or pick the side or worry about, if it feels like it's getting kind of dark. I don't want to be your average reader like, this nigga did this, sucking how dick, fucking feeling the mama, and I'm like, well, I don't know, and some people might need that, but that's not healing in my opinion. You're bringing up things, but you don't shed the light within that, the guidance within that. You just sit there and do a bash session on motherfuckers all day long. This motherfucker, and I'm just like, they'll have 30 fucking decks of cards out there, all laid out, just going for days, go through every fucking archetype there is, and I'm like, I'm sure you are gonna pick that. You know what I mean? A channel is where a channel, sometimes you do have a lot of cards if it's a long read, but a channel should, it's something that moves through you. It's about, and the closer you get to that aspect of yourself, you'll see the channel becomes more pure. It becomes more open. It becomes, sometimes you're going to say some stuff as a reader or as somebody who's inspiring others that feels uncomfortable, because just like that guy says, it sounds nice, but I don't believe in it. And we want so hard for people to feel what we feel, right? We want them to feel inspired. We want them to feel hope. We want them to feel, yeah, it's a little Magoo, okay, right? It's not all witches and pointy hats and broomsticks. It's not everybody does kitchen magic and does that type of stuff, right? It's within. I love me. People aren't going to like that when you start loving on you, because they're like, look at this bitch. No, I learned a lot from going within me. So those that don't like my boundaries or, try to push something on me, and I'm just like, well, or I bring up a different idea and then they get offensive. The devil's greatest number one tool, right? That shadow aspect of ourself is offense. To take offense. Or see it as somebody's trying to give you a piece of advice from experience, and no, I don't want to fucking hear it. And some people don't want to hear it, because they're just not ready. You're going to hear and learn a lot of things from a lot of different people. You don't hang on to all of them. You hang on to, do you know how many readers got me to where I am? How many different types I used to be into that, who was doing what. Because I was just new, I didn't know much, but I always loved cards. This is back when I was riding as a cowgirl. I don't know why I clicked on tarot, I used to like it. I didn't let anybody else know I was watching it though, because I didn't want to be known as like that. I kind of kept it a secret for a long time, and then finally, there was a few people, this guy that I was dating, he actually got me my first deck of cards. And ever since then, I've never put him down. My decks have grown since then. And it just took one person to do something for me, because I shared that I like watching readings. This person started watching readings as well. So you never know what role you play in waking other people up. I used to shoot up 5 times a day. I'm still struggling with my addiction, but I binge use now. I just want to be sober and happy. You will. You will, because see how your consciousness now, when you use, you're thinking more about it, like not just the guilt, but it's like doesn't feel good, but you can't just stop, right? Because of the body. Meditative will be work for you too, and like purge. Allow yourself to cry too. Even you're not weak and you're strong. Just know that you're strong. You're gonna bring back that version of yourself. You're strong. To go through that and do that for that long, that many times a day. You got a strong warrior spirit. Hanging in there. You're still watching something that brings inspiration to you. You're gonna make it. I know you'll make it. Dude, I was on fentanyl. I got a near-death accident. I ruptured my kidneys and my bladder. I got like over 4 bags of blood put into my body. I was air-lifed. I just had a baby. I almost died. I had so many reconstructive surgeries at a health and science institute to get, I wasn't sure. So with that near-death experience, I don't know, a lot of things changed about me, and then they've had me on so many pain pills, I was in so much pain, like I had to learn how to walk again. I really thought my life it was over, and then I got into this addiction, and now that I'm out, smoking fentanyl off tinfoil, how sick I would feel, couldn't stop, to the point where, I've had people who would die, or would OD in a room, and people would take off, and I would be sitting there trying to, from being in the military and stuff, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing in this circle of people? Like, they would leave me to die. But I wasn't the one that just took a whole fucking 30 fentanyl, and would smoke it. I would do a quarter of a quarter. I was careful, because I've always been like that with drugs. Like, I ain't trying to fucking die, but I've always liked that experience of feeling out of my body and feeling very more imaginative. That's why I like drugs. It's not to hurt myself really in that way, but it's because I like where my mind goes. I like to be whatever it is that does it in my body through the chemicals. Like, it just takes me to a different place. I can tap into other things. I've always liked it because of that. Every drug I've tried, I've never done heroin and stuff, but I've liked that elevated state. It wasn't because I'm just trying to hang out in my room and put the blinds down and pick at my face. I was never that type of person. I want to fucking smoke a bowl and go out to the desert and just go look at the sunset, So everybody has their own things. I ain't got no shame in my game. I wouldn't be this without that. I wouldn't. Trust me. It was me, myself, and my guys. I had a pistol pointed to my head, and I was done. I felt nothing. I felt no glow in my heart. I felt nothing. I was out in the desert sitting in my car out by the Air Force Base, and I was like, I'm just fucking done, I wrote my kids a note. Looking back now, like, I could see the brokenness. I just wanted somebody to see I was hurting. I wanted somebody to see that I was broken, and nobody noticed it. And what they did notice is that I was down and had opportunity to, what they thought would be, fix me, right? To make it worse off for me between, she's finally down, I'm gonna get this bitch, she needs to learn, right? And that's me, I always get back up. That's the thing about me, is I might sit down, right? But I'm gonna go, like, how did that happen? What did that go through? What's the best way to move through this? How do I honor what I've been through in my soul and my spirit? What would my spirit guides do? And I just got closer to myself through every trial, tribulation. Every time somebody's left me or betrayed me or just wanted to be with me for something, or most of the time it's been shit talking. A lot of people, and being in a community where I'm not from, it's easy to shut my businesses down or to make it hard for me in certain areas. But through that, you can't take the YouTube away. You can't you can't take the YouTube away. I'm glad I started it. I don't mind sharing aspects of my life. I've been through the most, man, I even think about doing doper stuff. It makes me sick. It makes me feel sick to my stomach, and I have compassion for that version of myself that didn't know any better, but I don't ever want to lose the connection with my higher self, or where I'm going, or the love, the unconditional. My eyes are open. My eyes are open, and my heart's open. And I'm able to feel everything and the gratitude for it. And that's where the change is at. It's all about you. It's all about you. You got saggy titties? I just said my titties sag. Who gives a fuck if your titties sag? Put those motherfuckers in a sports bra, and it isn't about that no more. Somebody's like taking off the eyelashes, all the makeup. They're getting back to a more authentic version. Maybe they do their hair all the time with a curling iron. Now they're just allowing it to be natural and curly, or do their own thing. All those perfumes, all those sprays, all those chemicals, they're not good for us. They're not, especially for those that are trying to connect. For those, spiritual cleanliness is a real thing. Taking care of your space, sweep your corners, wipe out your window seals, keep your space and your energy clean. Do good intentions as you're doing it, to say, I'm thankful for the space that watches me grow. I call in more, benevolent energies. See it how you want it to be, hold the vision. Somebody here's wishing on a star too, for like a new house or a new place. For the true love to come through, for this connection. Okay, if you guys give me a wee second, I am going to go to the bathroom real fast. I haven't even drank very much coffee today. Somebody's got like a headache. I can feel that. Somebody that drinks a lot of caffeine and is now, they're now getting off of that caffeine. And they get headaches because of that. Somebody's cutting back on like Red Bull, cigarettes. I can feel the energy of purification, rejuvenation. Somebody's spending time, like they're going to do their ice baths and then soak, really taking care of their body, stretching, deep stretches, starting their morning off right, setting their intention, like really reprogramming when they have urges to do things they've done before. Instead of do that, I'm going to make coffee. I'm going to make myself a nice coffee that I like. You know, it might not be my favorite beer, but I'm going to make myself, you know, I'm going to treat myself good. I'm going to snack well. I'm going to eat good so I have that motivation. You know, if you're waking up saying, oh, I'm tired, I didn't get enough sleep, you know, that's already starting your day off. That's that altered human version of you that's, you know, on that programmed mind. The other part of you is like, woohoo, let's fucking go. You know, in the back of your mind, like, yeah, I really don't want to do this shit, but fuck it, let's start it off great. You know, fake the funk until you get there. Some days you just need rest. I am Cancer, if you're asking that. I'm a Cancer sun. I've got like 5 placements of Pisces. Got a lot of water. I love you so much. That's why I've started watching you. You've helped me so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Tiffany. I understand I had to learn everything over when I had my daughter bleed in brain. Sorry to hear that. See how, Casey, have you ever gone to an ayahuasca ceremony? No, I would love to though. That, peyote, there's a few things that I want to try. I just haven't found the right mentors yet. And I'm working on my connection with myself, purifying my body, working on my connection, because there's a lot of mentors out there that you got to be very careful. You're so beautiful. Thank you. So are you. I heard I used to be. You are, you know, and when you get cleaned up too, you get your glow back. You know, you get that glow back because you get, you're bringing more light into your body because your chakra centers are moving and operating in the right direction. So you're harnessing more light. And even though it's not that your hair is beautiful, people just see that you glow. You know, it's your calmness, your peacefulness. You know, you can always tell when somebody, you know, they're beautiful soul, but they hide things. Like there's a lot of regret, you know, and holding yourself accountable for things that you guys have gone through that the collective's releasing. You've been, you know, a bystander to injustices and many things in this lifetime, just as much as you have beautiful encounters, which is what's kept you going to this point. You know, it's the gratitude within it all. And when you can say, wow, I've experienced this. I don't know where I go from here. I don't know what the afterlife looks like. I hope I'm on the right path. You know, hopefully God doesn't smite me down for thinking I'm a God myself when I'm hearing these things. You know, there's a lot of beliefs that are breaking. You realize there's nothing, you know, God loves you so much. You're a magnificent being. You're not in trouble because you came here to do what you came to do, to learn lessons, to infiltrate the people and the spaces that you have in whatever energy you were in at that time. You have to believe in divinity. You have to remember you weren't just forgotten and just shut out. That was your way out. That was your way out. That was God making room for you, taking somebody else out of your life before that karma came and hit you. You've got to believe. You've got to believe. Cry it out. Talk to your spirit guides. Talk to them. I ask more of you to come into me. As I eat this food, I cover it with golden light. I pray that it would, you know, cherish and bring more light into my being. You know, see it as eating light. Somebody does those visualizations. It's the body. It's nothing outside of you, I promise you. You can go look everywhere you want for every book, every esoteric. It's nothing outside of you. It's you, what you're looking for. That magic. When you feel connected and you ask for a leaf to fall from a tree and it does, you did that. You don't even know how much you love you. Hello, Michael. Oh, I love the roses. Yeah, seeing through the veil. Constance sees another reader, guys. You guys should check her out if you haven't. She's a beautiful reader. All right, I'm going to be back in a second. What should we look at? Let's look at what's coming in for finances. Welcome in, guys. If you're new, my name is Casey. I am the Guardian Oracle 33. If you guys want a personal read with me, you can find my email on my YouTube homepage in the description box at the bottom of it. Just click on my bio. It'll say I am seated here. There's a little tiny arrow and it'll drop down. If not, leave a comment on the community page and I'll go find it. And I'll tag it on your comment. Ooh, 9 of Pentacles. Money's looking good. It does feel like, too, this could have something to do with your spiritual growth or something being, you know, like with the apple here, a seed being grown till it's ripe. Something's finally at a ripe stage that's coming through. I want to say there's ancestors around this, too. They're saying, have the confidence. If you're going in to have an interview, maintain confidence. Queen of Cups. Yeah, you could be wanted for your emotional intelligence or your mother, your nurturing. You could be a waitress too, like a damn good waitress, you know, somebody who gives good service. Can I get you anything else? They check on you. If you have kids, they get the baby seat. Like, you know, you just have somebody who's very in tune, like they're very good at acts of service. It could be for something like that. For somebody too, somebody's becoming like a dancer or stripper or works at a brothel, because I see a titty out, and drinking, like somebody could, in an elegant way, I guess. That might be something that somebody's moving into. I'm not sure. Tell me more. Okay, you're making a choice to leave something behind, something that was risque for some of you. Yeah, because you've got an enlightenment here, that there's another way to make money. Yeah, I'm going to say this also comes through, like you could be doing something, you're not, you know, you're starting something else out, but you're going to be a benefactor of it. Also, I feel like somebody's going to receive some sort of, it's like somebody buried something somewhere, okay? And you like find the book or the latitude and longitude of where it's at. Ooh, that's so cute. Thank you. Oh, I love it. That pumpkin pie is cute as hell. So is the squirrel cup. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, I want to say too, this job or whatever this is that you've moved on to or moving into, that's what the thing is, like, maybe it is like, I don't know, for me it's massage therapy or like apothecary or something like that. There's something you start, or like you have your own degree, but you move into like an establishment where the people have a license to practice or do this, wherever this may be. Maybe you're like a gym owner or like a gym rat. I heard gym rat, that somebody goes to the gym a lot, right? And then, you know, you've been there so long, working out for so long, like you start something on your own, or you start doing your own drinks. And like during this time, look, you could be making your own protein drink or some sort of health, you know, something that's good for the body. Oh yeah, see the drink? There's something here with that protein or drinking or healthiness. There's, what? 143. The number 8. You could be born in August or on the 8th. That's just going to be prominent. Why am I hitting that card? 7 of Swords. 7, 8. Lay them straight. Look. Yeah, you got a spiritual calling. And it could be that you're like a liar detector, human liar detector. You can tell when people are lying. You can cut through the bullshit. You could have been like a stripper. Or like something else, like, I don't know. I heard voodoo. You could have done something else in whatever way it was. Escort, something like that. Elegant dancing, I don't know. Just because her titty's out, like all the way out. You know what I mean? And then over here, she's looking, I don't know. It also does feel very motherly too. Like maybe somebody's a wet nurse or is breastfeeding too. I don't know. Maybe you haven't been working. And now it feels like there's something else that comes up. Like, I don't know, the universe just sets it in your lap. Like, I never thought it. Somebody likes health, like aromatherapy or herbs or, you know what I mean? And they put something together. It's like a tonic. And it takes off. It's like a tonic that somebody puts together, and it's like gut cleaning agencies. It takes away like hookworms. And like, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's done with like crystals or purity of the energy, the vibration at which it's made. So that's for somebody here. Like you cut through old, Claudia, thank you for the latte. Oh, it looks so yummy. Somebody here finds bodies, like finds people, finds, where the lies are at. They go into like undercover boss. They go into, you might not be doing this now, but you're like this secret service, or you go into something that you never thought you were going to do. Never. Maybe somebody does have their own business here too. I seen a portal open in my eye right now. Somebody has a sight, vision, aerial view. They're sensitive, seer. That's what this drink too could do, is open something up. Somebody asked me if I like ayahuasca, if I was, you know what I mean? And that's what it feels like. It's something like that. See, Archangel Michael's behind this. Spiritual calling, divine protection, and a breakthrough moment. Told you, somebody's having a breakthrough with something that comes straight from the divine. It helps humanity. It helps people. Like this could be, it helps bring growth, whatever this is. See, it takes out the old chemicals in whatever way. It like protects the stomach. You could be doing this with a friend. All right, somebody could have the name Grace, and there's going to be many doors that lead to the place that you truly belong. So you're going to learn a lot. You might get in with a few people and then get back out over the next year. But whatever it is, it's like you're going to know what to do with your money. There's money, okay? There's a lot of money in what you do. But first you're going to get some dickweeds out of the way. That's what I heard, dickweed. Somebody says the word dickweed. That's a funny word. Claudia sent me a latte. Claudia333, I love you. Thank you for the latte. That looks so yummy. I might have to go treat myself to a latte. Oh, you know what I forgot? I got a whole, I'm not very good with electronics, but I have the microphone and stuff. I just need to learn how to set it up and how to do it, so it's not an echo in here. I heard the name Crystal. The name Caitlin, Cataline, the Catalina wine mixer, Catalina. That's my nickname for my little sister. Catherine, Kathleen. That's maybe Kathleen's prominent. I heard that. All right. What else do we need to know about this job opportunity? King of Wands. Oh, you're going to be passionate. You'll know what this is because you're passionate about it. You are the perfect fit for this job. You're the perfect fit. Like somebody's interviewed a lot of people, and you're the one that's kind of like, I think I'll try it. Maybe it's like they're showing me my daughter. It's her first year wrestling, and she's really freaking good at it. Catalina is my ex. Well, that's synchronistic, huh? I'm excited and nervous. Oh, but you're the perfect one for it. You know what I mean? You're because everybody else that's had this seat or done this before you, it's by belief or by the book, or maybe they even have like degrees or certificates, or they're certified, in whatever way, like a paralegal. You're like the new paralegal. Like you just got out of school. You're preparing the papers, but really you're better in court. You would be a better lawyer than the lawyer is. Maybe even say ideas like, would you like me to, you're not even in a leadership role. You could be new somewhere, or the newbie, okay? And then you just give suggestions. And I hear somebody say, when you give a suggestion, there's somebody else like monitoring spirit or energy. It's like, fuck, she's been seen, he's been seen. You know what I mean? You're actually seen you're like, well, if you do it this way, but it's up to you. Let me know what you want, boss man. And they're like, actually, that's a wonderful idea. Why didn't I think about that? Actually, I want you to head that up. Hey, go ahead and he'll be heading it up, running it now. Go ahead and move so-and-so. And like, you're the guy for the job. You're exactly the guy for the job. And people are like, some people are hurt by that. Could try to be coming at you for that. Could be a church, society, religion, somebody trying to get close to religion in some ways, a belief, like they're hurt that, like somebody believes like, I have the money, I have the look, I have the Mercedes-Benz, I have the car. This person, lives out of their car. This person lives out of their fucking 1990 Ford Aspire fucking hatchback, right? With the seats down and 2 dogs. And this motherfucker, yeah, but he comes and he ain't got 1 fucking dog hair on his shirt, even though he lives in that car with 2 dogs, right? Somebody who takes care of theirself, and those dogs get treated better than probably that motherfucker who's bitching's kids. There's something about that. I deserve, I've been here. I hear that. I've been here long enough. I've been holding down the fort. Who do you think? And I hear that, like, who do you think does everything? Somebody tries to get in somebody's head and be like, who do you think? I heard Rose. Who do you think, Rose, does all of this? Huh? How are you going to do it? You're never going to do it alone. You won't be able to do it without me. And somebody's like there, like the head honcho, the CEO, the big guy. He comes in and, or this woman, this could be a woman too, in whatever way, whether it's a society, organization, a new job, your family, this master energy, look, it's Archangel Michael comes through and whispers, listen to your heart. They've already got the dream, or their spirit knows that you're chosen. They're going to choose you. In the physical body, they might be like, I like this person. My gut's telling me to go with this person. And at that moment, like that might be the only one that put their neck out for you. They're like, actually, and this is the head honcho. There might be one other person that's like, I can see that too. You could be younger. It could be something about your looks too. Maybe if you are very handsome or beautiful, people could be worried that that's going to be a distraction for others, right? Because they don't know you in that setting. And then they know it's going to ruffle a lot of other feathers within that society or community. I heard, I've got the power. Because it's just something that you have, you know what I mean? And it's going to be evolutionary. This company or whatever this is, this community, this space, even within your space, it's been needing to be upgraded, all right? There's an upgrade. I want some fresh energy in here. I want some fucking fresh linens. I want some candles and some coffee. Somebody's kind of bitchy. You know what I mean? I see a conference table too. That person's getting cut out. You know what I mean? And they try to turn others against you in whatever way to make them see something. But this one person cuts through the shit they see. They're like, I was that person too when I was younger. There's something about this person that takes you in, inducts you. I heard inducted to the Hall of Fame. Whoever this is that walks you to the gates, or gives you your first set of keys, or your tool belt, or your first weapon and handcuffs, whatever you're doing for your job, your first UPS outfit. I seen somebody in the UPS getting to drive the truck for the first time. If somebody's moving into, I heard postmaster. Postmaster's prominent here. There's somebody who doesn't go with everybody else on the outside. They're their boss, but a lot of people do, even snickering behind this boss. This boss is smart. Yeah, then this could really much have to do with some sort of spiritual setting. Yeah, because there's a lot of just wounds people try to pick at anymore, But it's like you're to that happiness, like you're through that bridge, you're through that gate, you've walked through it, you understand what things are here, and that's what sets you above. Like most people are at 7th grade level, you're at like a sophomore year in college level. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, but other people, other masters, other teachers, other leaders, other people, other CEOs, they see that you have the vision. They see that you hold the vision and the energy. You're not, because they know when you get into too much of like following too much of anything's bad. That's not what the book says. That's not what this says. When we take it to the council and we vote, okay, we're taking it to the council and we vote, and the vote, by one person, this motherfucker, you get in. And somebody else is out there talking shit, and you're like, how you gonna hate outside the club when you can't even get in? How your ass gonna hate from outside the club when you can't even get in? I heard, haha. Somebody, what's meant to be will be. I heard that. There's an opportunity here coming for your finances that's gonna really, look, you're a benefactor. As soon as I look up, you're a benefactor. This could be working with some sort of advisor. Look. Says advisor or governmental agency. You're well informed or will be well informed. This will be a job where you're very well informed. This could have to do with wisdom and knowledge as well. You're going to have devoted followers to whatever this is. There's some sort of, this could even be like humanitarian work for the injustices. Somebody, a warrior, somebody wins the lottery and like helps a shit ton of homeless people get basic needs, ID, social security numbers. It's like a plant. I don't know why I said plantation, because that's what the government would call it. But you get your own slot of land, and those that want to learn how to off grid, it's like you help them get set up to where they can. And there's different allotments, maybe out in the forest or something, that you're able to help people with. You teach them how to cut their wood, how to raise goats, to fish. And it's like setting somebody up for what really matters, right? We go to school for 12 years to learn shit. that we don't even need to remember. It's not important, right? That's just shoved into this. What really matters now in your day and life? Think about, you think anything in school really, I mean, your mathematics, right? But really think about the history and all that. Did that make a difference for you now? Other than understanding basic archetypes of past leaders and how, you know, government's been run, so you can get a good idea in whatever way. Like, somebody's looking to the future. Somebody's guided by their dreams as well. You know, this leader has, they already were chosen. You already were chosen. Okay, see, these are the choices. He doesn't have one of this, neither of these. It's you. He turns and he says, you know, they're waiting for this promotion. He turns to you and he says, actually, this goes to, and your name comes out. And these motherfuckers are like, what? What? You got, boss, you gotta be kidding me. And they're just like, that'll be enough. You know? I see somebody getting their pickup and burn out because they're pissed off. You know what I mean? So show me how this will go for you at this job. I see Wheel of Fortune. You just kind of like, you can see where there's been, who the problem is. Money. Money, 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 money. Money. Yeah, some people are not so happy about this. You know, you're alone too, but you're not. You could be receiving messages from somebody, or, you know, I also want to say too, like, there's somebody that's on your mind to think about, maybe even communicating about something from the past, but it feels like that's too far gone. It's too far gone now. This person feels blocked. They're not able to reach you or access you. It feels like the universe came in and was like, no. This could be where you move to. This could be your promotion. This could be your next step. It's like, at this point, you did something to where you entered the next level. Okay? And it feels like astral body is very important here. Somebody here could be waking up with like odd bruises and stuff in their body. Like somebody you don't even know you levitate, you know, when you're sleeping, or, you know, being levitated. This goes very deep for some of you, all right? Did you guys hit the subscribe button? Did you fucking hit the subscribe button for your girl? You get a line, I'll get a pull, honey. You get a line, I'll get a pull, babe. You get a line, I'll get a pole. We'll go fishing at the crawfish hole. I love crawfish. How many of you guys have had crawfish? I love crawfish. Tiffany, Constance, yes, would be, I don't know if you watch her, but she would be a great one. Her and Claire V. They would be great readers for you to watch. Especially really resonate, I would say, because of the attributes of addictions. Claire V too. She's like me. We might actually collab and do something on addiction. You know what I mean? For those that, the hard users that, we're gonna do something. We're gonna bring some awareness. We'll have to set it up. I'd like to collab with Constance too. All right. And this sounds like angels singing. Okay, High Priestess is at the top with a decision. Somebody's going to start a channel. They're going to go worldwide. They're going to start something. Somebody right now, I can see their channel. They're where they can, you remember when you first started your channel, for any of you readers that are in here watching, you can only do shorts or videos. You post videos. Can't remember if you can do shorts or not. I don't know. I had a hell of a time even trying to figure out how to do shorts, let alone post a video. But the first day I could go live, I'll never forget it. And never again have I made another just actual video unless it's like of my shorts and stuff. I haven't never pre-recorded it. Never just came into a room and recorded a video. I always go live for some reason. Unless it's a personal read, I do pre-recorded video, so. check. Yeah, this blanket underneath, it's like such fine, it's so soft, but like all these little pussy hairs fly up and get on my tongue. I heard it, and that's why I stopped giving head a while ago. Fucking shave that shit, huh? Some of it, hit the edges, I don't know. Trim it out. Can you buff it out a little bit? Get the, you know what I mean? I don't want to snort your fucking penis hair. I still have to breathe. All right, let's see. Let's go into love. Any advice in this sector? Yeah, trim it. How short? I don't know. Just put a guard on there and go. Butterfly and the wolf. Metamorphosis and inner strength. Pay attention to the areas in your life or personality that are in need of profound change or transformation. You are about to enter a phase of expansion and growth, which will be highly beneficial for you. So it's like coming out of that cocoon of being suffocated for so long. Like these butterflies die. They never have wings. These motherfuckers, I don't even think they know they're getting their wings, right? They're like, I guess this is it for me. I'm just gonna go into the cocoon and fucking croak, right? Fucking, what is it? A caterpillar too. I almost said a centipede. If a centipede grows, centipede? What? If a centipede grows wings, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? I heard that. A centipede. He's just got a little centipede on him. Don't worry about him. But he can fly. I had a centipede. Whip out your centipede and let's get this physical over with. You ain't got Santa balls, do you? Santa balls or Santa balls? Santa. Bells will be ringing. Oh, on a sunny afternoon. I didn't know you had your balls out, and I've been standing here talking to you the whole time. I didn't even see you didn't have pants. Ding dong, ditch that house. Anyways, back to transformation. Maybe somebody's getting a bigger dick. Fuck it. I heard it's an innie now. I gotta go. Whatever. It's your vapenis. It's your vapenis. Vagina penis. Yo, yo, yo. It's a PV. I've got a parole violation. You know, when shit sticks out of your, the bed of your pickup, you can only go out there about 3.5 feet, and you got to put a little flag on it, right, for the asshole falling behind you that's on his phone, so he doesn't get decapitated. Make sure you fucking follow the laws with that, too. If you're carrying, like, extra, you got an 8-foot bed, and you're carrying fucking 20-footers, like, just be careful with that. I don't know why that came through. Well, anyways, so somebody might have a big, long one, too, and I don't know why this is big dick energy, right? Whatever. All right, wolf, inner strength. You may be facing a challenge you feel less than prepared for. This is a reminder that you have all of the tools in your spiritual treasure chest to handle this effectively. Take a step back and try to look at it as fresh eyes. What's up, Gabriel? All right, the person on your mind. Ooh, the truth. And the truth shall set you free. There's shit flying all over in here. I don't know if you can see it. See, I told you she's crazy. It's invisible hair. I can see. I can finally see. I couldn't have done that if I tried. Oh, let's go to the Green Forest. Your name could be Cole.
So how does your miracle child get cancer?
Cole, somebody with the name Cole could be a miracle child at St. Jude's. Oh, St. Jude. What's up, Susan? Juanette? Just 1.6. Pickle Dick. Speaking of dicks, you couldn't have popped up at a better time. YouTube's over here asking me if I want premium. I'm pretty sure I already have premium and paying for it. Somehow I got logged out. Fuck yeah, I want premium. That's like putting unleaded in your fucking Harley. You're gonna put premium in that shit, right? Confirmation. Sinuses. Wee! Earmuffs. Oh, I feel like I just ate some wasabi. What's up? Can you please play? Can I please just get to the fucking point? I wanted to hear the watery one. You guys think if I get like those pad things, it'll make it less echoey in here? I shouldn't have to do the microphone. That's right. We were gonna do the microphone thing, right? See if I can get that set up. I have no idea what I'm doing with that stuff, but I'm gonna try to figure it out. Wait till I get that microphone. It's on. We'll have to do a skit night. We'll have to do a night where I read, but we'll have to do it. We'll do it. You know, Cindy did it from Spiritual Awakening. She did that puppet tarot that one time. It ain't gonna be that good. Cindy from Spiritual Awakening, dude. That lady, my hat is off to her. Anybody else watch her from Canada, eh? Microphone laughing my elf. Alfie. No fun. They burned down the house I was staying in, and the fire went straight to my room over my bed only. There was no electricity, water was on, so we had water, but some turned off. In that smoke, girl? Honey, broken, shattered, and destroyed. Not destroyed. Well, it says it in your name. I'm sorry to hear that. Affirm. Great content. Thanks, man. Lady. Brother. Sister. Casey. Is that okay if I do a super chat about a question about my toddler? I don't want to blog it. Yeah. Heck yeah, if you guys have a super... I'll always take super chat questions. Oh, Cranky. Somebody else left one too. That was rude of me. Are you still in here? Shit. Hermit. Struggling. Dude, this kid is like, look at the Hermit came out. Like, needs its own space. You know what I mean? This toddler. There's a lot of energy. There's a lot of light. Like, this toddler's probably very sensitive. There's like a breakthrough you're having with this, though. Tell me your question. Okay, Casey. Yeah. The blue month. Why do I always say it like that? Month. Why do I say it like that? It's a month. But I don't know why I do that every time. What's up, Gabriel? I love the Gabriel. Peace, Death Moth. Dude, I see that all the time. Hey, if it's a euro, do you call those pounds over there? Is that 10 pounds? What's pounds? My son is having a hard time. His dad isn't someone nice. I am having a hard time as well. What's going on? Like I just said, that kid, and not just that, but you yourself. I don't know, this kid's special. There's like a spiritual calling on this toddler's life. In the future, this kid is like, it feels like prophetic in some way. This kid's a deep thinker. I mean, could be, like I said, sensitive or easily irritated. Like this kid has, I heard Valkyrie, very prominent, a lot of energy, okay? But this kid's like going through a metamorphosis too at this time. You know what? I'm feeling like that Christ energy. See, look, it's cleverness. This kid's like super fucking clever. If you've been going through a difficult time, it is time to think outside of the box to find the solution. See, like, this is also a reminder to avoid neglecting your creative side. If you have let creative projects lapse, it may be time to pick them back up again. Did this kid come after like another kid was lost, or is there a lot of other kids with this kid? Is it just one kid? I don't know why with the rabbit, I just feel like family. Family. See, death. This kid is somebody, this is like a grandparent that's incarnated back through. Look, it's like a wise one that's within that. This kid could be very, very smart. Very, very smart. But I'm telling you, like, as far as the dad, like, look at the emperor. I don't know, I just see have faith, like there's peace. There's something you're not seeing here. There's a truth that you're not seeing. That brings enlightenment. It's like you're in the situation because you're waiting for enlightenment on something that's prominent. This kid, though, is like clever. This kid could also be like good with animals. You know what I mean? It does feel like, and I'm going to be honest with you, when I see this and this, to me, this is like, this shows me some sort of contractual energy. All right, that maybe your husband is having, like, that's the emperor, that's the dad. That, I mean, to me, this brings darker energy. You know what I mean? Working with that darker side, and then you have the religion here and some sort of contract. And this is like, is that the emperor too? It is twice. I don't know, it feels like a jealous person too. Like it's my way or fucking the highway. Ooh, I'm gonna tell you what, like that kid, it feels like that kid saves your life. This kid's just like very smart, okay? This kid's very connected. My heart chakra like opens up, like this kid is your whole, like your heart. Your spirit guides are saying, expect the unexpected. We know, we see. They're telling you, use your intuition. My heart just blew wide open. Like, it's like this kid saves your life in some way. Maybe he already has, just like by being there, you wouldn't be here anymore, or whatever that means. Show me the situation. Cold and competitive. It's like your light. This is spiritual attack. Like this is like whatever that entity or attachment that he may have. Remember, he's flesh. And does he drink? Trying to get into balance. Yeah, there's like or bad influences. Five of Swords, like friends, or you know what I mean? Look at it's dark again too. I don't know why I just get that energy of like your energy pisses and irritates somebody off, and you feel like you're trying to protect this child and keep him away from the dad in a way, like even in the house or whatever, because he's just like, get the fuck off or get the fuck away. You know what I mean? And you're like, no. You don't probably have the money to get out. Spirit guides are saying Ace of Pentacles here, Four of Wands. But you do. You have a friend that could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, somebody that's going to help you. Your kid's like praying for this too. Like your kid tells you when something's wrong, like in your heart, you're connected to this kid. Look at the heart, look. It's like the kid's real dad. I don't know why I keep hearing that, like real dad. Like soul father, like there could be somebody here that knows this kid too, or in whatever way. Whoever you're with right now, dude, they're under judgment. Okay? Look at the hand on the hip. Maybe they are very fucking judgy too. Bitch, I said what I said. Like, fuck you. I don't know why I heard that. Like, fuck you. This person, you know, show me this husband. Nine of Cups, like this person either A, drinks a lot, okay, or is just like already sees himself as independent. Why the anger? Like this Christian's been abandoned a lot too. Look, the Two of Cups is out here. Like I would say there's definitely on a soul level, a soul bond. Like what sucks is you two could be best friends. You know what I mean? It feels like you two could be best friends. Kick it, be chill, and then like something just changed. Whether somebody cheated on somebody, somebody fucked something up, there was no trust, and like somebody's hanging on. I don't know what it is. It's like they try to make you feel bad for what they've done. They project it in a way because you're like super nice. Like your intuition tells you something's off. Motherfucker's cheating. Like and if you don't know, your spirit guide's doing. I'm not saying he is. I'm not seeing that out here. I think more or less this person, look, walking away, feeling left out. This person's kind of lost their way. Oh, Mooncat, those are so cool. Thank you. Okay, so the cheating, and look. See on the Two of Cups, my daughter scribbled on it. She scribbled him out. And when somebody's not abiding, see, we've seen that contract out there for you, remember? Look, and somebody has not abided by. You're ruled from two different consciousnesses, okay? Between awakened and not. You're sensitive. I would say you're definitely a starseed. You embody many different suits, all right? You're a very deep person, very emotionally intuitive. Like, when a motherfucker's up something, you always know. You used to be a little crazy, okay? But that's because you just weren't trusting yourself. Now that you're putting up boundaries, you're worried about how you're going to make it work, how you're going to get safe. It feels like there's a masculine, somebody that helps out. I see you getting back to, like, look, feeling good, this healing. It's like a miracle happens for you. Somebody steps in through this portal that even, like, your kid has. Like, your kid has to be safe. Because there's something important about this child. She reminds me of Mary. Look, and then this kid just comes. Like, I want to say it has like the Christ energy. This kid have like autism or something, or it's like a sensitivity. Maybe they even like feel irritated. This kid has, they're showing me the sixth sense. This kid sees ghosts. This kid plays with energies. He still sees. He's connected through the veil. You know what I mean? I love those cat ears. That was awesome. Because I'm just telling you something about this. Where you're being guided right now is to take care of your kid. Know that you are safe, okay? Because your energy, what you're feeling when you're just like, when he comes in the house and you're like, motherfucker, and you just feel that. I said this in the read earlier. You can't want to get the fuck away. Their energy irritates you, like just even thinking about it. Breathe deep, and this is a fear, right, of yours. Breathe deep, call on your spirit team. This is where you're growing. This is one of those tests. You're going to be fine. You're safe. For the highest good of all, show me my purpose in this place, in this moment. What can I learn from this? Okay, there's healing in there, and something takes a death. I don't know. It's like this. You have an ability to, I don't know what it is. It's like a truth's just going to come out. Something's like exposed, or, I don't know if there's a divorce. Like, it's like, to me, when I see this, it's like, I want a fucking divorce. That's what I see. And I think, like, if that's the case, I think that somebody's spirit guides are they're gonna push them to do that. Okay, whether this is you or them. I just heard it's time. It's like your soul just wants to fucking, when you just put your arm out and somebody's annoying as fuck standing there and it's like bing in the cartoons, like bye. Just done with it. You know what I mean? In Aladdin, I see when he takes Jafar and he goes way far, 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 far past the sun. It's like, good riddance. People irritating like that, or people with that, this is what I suggest. I look at them when there's around energies and I'm having a hard time, like not feeling kind of triggered. I look at them as if they have, and I had a friend share this with me. I look at them as they have a Mickey Mouse hat on, okay? And when they talk, they're in the they're whole in the whole outfit. When they talk, you just hear that voice. My dad used to too. He used to tell me, I'd look across the room and when you look at somebody, put your finger out, and now I'm pinching the camera. And my dad goes, when some asshole really pisses me off, he goes, I'll sit over there and I'll go like this and I'll just be like, I'm pinching your head. I'm pinching your head. I don't know why, but it always made me laugh as a kid. But you're facing something here. You know, there's wisdom that comes from this, and I see like you gain a new level of self-love from this. It does look like you're gonna get a new job or something that you're good at comes in for you. You know, work's gonna be good for you. You have the Ten of Pentacles. I'm telling you, there's somebody on the other side that talks to this kid that's helping bring things through. Look, you finally get to be free. Look, you finally get to be free and paint and draw and do what you love to do. Look at her. It's like a magic, this kid is my like autism kid. You know what I mean? He's like that magic one. Like everybody knocks him, but you don't even know what you have. Like your kid's, that's your purpose, is that kid. Okay, your purpose is that kid, to keep him well, healthy, loved, and let him make you smile. You know, even don't, let him get the energy out. Go to walks, park, because that's what he's trying to do, is like wants to get out and go get an energy, and it helps clear that energy away from you too. Maybe even light a few candles, get some good aromatherapy in there, so there's fresh scents. You know what I mean? Focus on letting go and just taking breaths. All is well with my soul. You're growing right exactly where you need to be. Sometimes we don't understand it in that moment. Yeah, I know a few people that should be in prison myself, but you have to remember, there's justice that you know, you just have to trust in the universe. There's love. It's like, you can't, there's nothing, and trust me, I've been in a spot with one of the most spiteful, hateful people I've ever met in my entire life. And genuinely from the bottom of my heart, after like just seeing, once you see something you can't unsee, or experience something, you just have a new vision. You can become detached. You become an observer, and you just wish them well, because you understand like where somebody's so deeply trapped. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Your guidance too is like, just speak truths. Watch what you say. You know what I mean? Watch what you say. Don't make yourself feel left out either. Like, no self-sabotaging, because somebody here is making themselves feel left out or left out in some ways. You know, there is a happy couple that could come from this in whatever way. But there's conflict around it too. That's because somebody keeps making, you know, deceitful lies, and they just always have a strategy for something. And that's the balance that's coming in, so that you can finally walk away. Yeah, you're going to find a new community too, where you actually feel like supported. Please be kind. I want to sing with you. Aww. Well, if you can't move or you don't have family support, and if you are having it out with a family right now, member, this could be a sign too that they could be mirroring each other in behaviors as well. You know, you might not have family support where you can go, but you like, there's a friend, there's a masculine friend here. You know, you're not a lone wolf. You've got family here that's going to show up for you, and they might not be direct descendants, but in some ways they are. Yeah, somebody's been watching too. You know, somebody's very aware of this mother in you. Look, and it looks like somebody from the other side. When they're all in white, that's my sign. Yeah, you're going to be taken care of. You're being watched over. That's the number one thing. Have faith and pray. You know, call back your power from, you know, energies like that. When you don't give them your energy, they can't, that's when they dissipate. They're just programmed. You know, they're part of, like, if you wish on a star, like, it was heard. Okay? I do feel like whoever comes in and helps you is like, it is your true love. Take time to be alone so you can renew your weary spirit. Create sacred space. Like, put up some crystals. Just get out. It's like, you don't need crystals. You can cleanse your energy with your intention of putting a white light around you and your child. You know, make sure you rule from just because you have spite for somebody, are they good to the kid? If they're mean to the kid and they, you know, you don't trust that, then obviously, you know, you're a good parent. You would know. But if it's just because, you know, if you don't see that they really don't love or have the highest care, and you're not just being that mom, you know, sorry, I see a lot of moms like that. I am somebody who can co-parent with I have a lot of babies' dads. A few of them anyways. And I've gone toe to toe with every one of them at some point or another. And we're always able to alchemize and find, and it's about moving from a loving space. You don't fight fire with fire. If your intention is for the highest good of the child, that's all it's about. Like I said, your purpose is that child. Well, do some inner work. Write down how you're feeling about you. You know what I mean? There's some inner child work there too. We can't allow our suffering to be because of somebody else, in whatever way that is. Like, you have a lot of spirit guides. You just keep your chin up. You're learning a lot. You're learning where, he might have done those things to you, but what have you learned from it? How has it helped you to be stronger? Talk to your spirit guides more. There's something in this for you, and you'll see. There was somebody else who sent a super chat, and I gotta go up to the top. I love you, the Blue Monk. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. I'm gonna get an angel number for you too, just a second. I thought somebody else sent a super chat. It was in blue, I thought. That I was reading, and I was like, I'll get back to you. Am I tripping, Jace? Alicia? Is Alicia in here? I'll book a private reading soon. Yeah, you bet. What up, Rocky Dixon? Hey there, Queen. Oh, angel number for you. Light up. Focus on your needs, desires, and hobbies. Everything is more accessible with a light attitude. You will be blessed with new opportunities, a new friend, or in addition to your family. Good vibes will speed up the process. They're like, focus on that mood swings, okay? Family, constructive outlook. They want you to have a good outlook on things. 1414, 55, you could be going through a big change. Thank you guys all for subscribing. Heck yeah. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Yeah, it's like, use your intuition too, because there's like discontentment and apathy towards somebody or something here. There might be something deeply rooted here about they're finding peace about. All right. It was something about freedom, yeah. I know, and I looked all the way up and I didn't see that blue one again. Thanks, Constance. Unless I'm just tripping. Ah, damn it. Phone's down, you can't see the screen, okay. And we're back. My mom kicks ass. My mom kicks ass sometimes. Other times she's a pain in the ass. All right. I knew I saw a ghost. I feel them. And he sees them, etc. Thanks a lot. Yeah, you're welcome. Little. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the 100. Oh shit, almost 100 again. Oh shit, we're about to get 100 likes? This is crazy. This is crazy. All right, so we did a spread on that. You guys want to look into the la. Ooh. Is this love? So this is love. Da, 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 da. So this is love. My heart's on fire, and it has wings. I heard, don't go breaking my heart. 101. Woo! See that portal in the middle? Yeah! Started from the bottom of it. That's the second time I've ever gotten, 100 likes on the live. That's freaking awesome. 2 hours and 20 seconds. Take it. I'll take it. Great pipes, loud pipes save lives, you know what they say. I hide who I really am from you. I hide behind material things. We've got to hide and seek. Let's see who's hiding. What time is it? Oh, 3:30. Hey, cranky. We're going to do a fast little love read. This is the last weekend to go elk hunting, so wish me luck. Circle of life. This animal, this elk cow, she will be feeding me and my 5 children throughout the next year. So I have so much gratitude. It's actually pretty sacred to me, so I'm excited to go out. And talking to my ancestors, and you know, for those of you that don't know, I'm Cherokee and Blackfoot. So it's really, it's sacred to me, and I really do align with the native spirits, you know, in that way. All right, here we go. You were the best thing in my life. This one wants to pop out. It's time for me to heal now. You inspire me so much to create new projects and manifest all of my desires, to be able to provide for you financially, okay? You were the best thing in my life. I knew exactly what I was doing. I don't react when people mention you. You trigger wounds from the past that I haven't let go of yet. I can't stop focusing on my mistakes and feeling regret. 5 of Cups. I wish I had treated you better. Well, you know, we can only treat people to the level of which we treat ourselves, right? You can only really appreciate somebody and see somebody who is hurting when you know you've hurt. And they're not trying to be, you know, when people just go quiet on us and they're, you know, they're a good person and they need, you know, when you just need a pep talk like, hey, I love you, you know you're special. And you come over one day and just help them set up a table or whatever they want to do, like inspire. That's somebody here has a gift to inspire others. I just got butterflies, you know, and it make people feel like that. Maybe you make people have butterflies, you know, you feel like a blessing to people. Somebody here's going through a lesson of greed, you know, talking about hiding behind material things. My family is very dear to me and I want you to be a part of it, but I also to build a new one in which I can provide all of your needs. Didn't we just read that? Somebody wants to be a provider here. Like that's somebody's archetypal energy, right? Is to provide. Maybe that's the way that they were raised, is to provide. And it doesn't just have to be the masculine, you know. Somebody's very confident in how they provide or how they will. You know, they could be a leader here. And I see the, you know, victory out here. Somebody's very good at what they do. I could just feel my heart chakra kind of doubt. That's what I felt. I felt doubt. Anybody who's feeling doubt right now, just imagine yourself releasing it. You know that it's just parts of this world and this earth and the energies that we pick up, and that it doesn't belong to us, and that we are worthy of beautiful things in our life. It's hard for us to even see it happening. Like that's how programmed we've become. Like how much further from yourself can you get? You're not going to hurt anything by envisioning the best case scenario, by writing about it like you're there. I'm so grateful that I have, you know, going without nothing has really taught me to appreciate what I do have. You know, I understand that few and far friends are, you know, there's true friends. You know, I'm thankful for the eyes to see. I've learned a lot through this pain. More or less, I learned that at the end of the day, it's still me here with me. Nobody knows me more than I do. And if there's something that you've been through that you see in other people, write the book. Have the podcast. You know, share your experience, how you got through it, your soul expression. Like, I laughed at a lot of shit, man. I smoked a lot of weed. That's how I got through shit. I smoked a lot of weed. Things were a lot better, you know what I mean? And instead of wanting to punch you in the throat, I learned how to, you know, not want to punch you in the throat. Maybe just like maybe just a little one, you know, when you're, don't start no shit, won't be no shit. All right, somebody here's stubborn. Let's see. How does this person feel about you? What? Look. Somebody's all tied up. How does this person feel about you? Somebody sees you as all tied up. You know, still looking into the past, still tied to something that's not healthy for you. That's how this person sees you. Tear in your beer. And then you had the Fool in reverse and the Seven of Swords, like out of contact, out of sight, out of mind. Sees you as trapped in something, you know, like your light's gone. Bottom of the deck. Oh, and it's the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and I picked it up like that, like your light's gone. You know, when this is that freedom, right? Look at that spirit and that expression. It's like, it's no more. Like, you could be one of the most creative people, too. This person in some way sees you as that, or, you know, doesn't watch you anymore. This person's not, you know, I heard I just can't. It hurts, too. It brings up too much stuff from the past. You could be like, see how that came out? And it's talking about, you bring up stuff from my past. You bring up stuff from my past, and maybe it is that, but that feels like that's where, you know, yeah, this Ten of Cups. This could be people on the other side. You remind them of people that's past, or, you know, they miss. You feel like home, like in some way you ease that for them. Look, around you, they feel this. Maybe they're not saying it. Maybe this is them, you know, I see what they're saying. On the outside, they see you as like somebody who's left them to battle their demons. You left them to look at things, and I don't think it was just you. I think it was spirit. You know what I mean? Because look at her hands are up, like, what's the fuck, man? Come on, like, we're supposed to get out of this. And he's like, I'm not sure if it's really you. You know. This could be an Aries, too. I don't know what that round's on. And he's like, I'm not sure if it's really you. And she's like, dude, you fucking know. Like, you know, but there's no trust here because the devil's in the details, right? So this could be two soulmates that truly are meant for each other. And for some reason, somebody can't get that out of their mind. Like, all this must have happened for a reason. My right ear's ringing. Somebody keeps going back to the past and looking at something, and see how it ignites around her head, like intuition. They see you as going to find something else from the past, maybe something in the past that wasn't right. Look at her hands are like, what the fuck? So they could see you as that. So there's many. Yeah, see, not wanting. I don't want. They see you as like God's trying to give you something, and you're just not. The divine's trying to help you, and you're like, no, I'll do it on my own. You know. Not ready to heal. This like apathy. It's this look, it's just like sorrow. Judgment. You could be born on May 4th. I heard Cinco de Mayo could be prominent here too. Cinco de Mayo. Ghost dance. You know, Dias de Muertos. Somebody could be Hispanic here, celebrate the Day of the Dead, love the Day of the Dead. What do you call those skulls? Sugar skulls? I love fucking sugar skulls. I love sugar skulls. Okay. You know, this person also sees you as somebody who, like, you're different now. You want to do different things. Okay, and this person sees you as, like, not accepting their offer. Like, there's something in the past that's happened that was tied to something not fucking cool. I heard that, not fucking cool, right? And it's like, you, no matter the offer now, it's like, I don't want to hear about it, I don't want to see it. Even if it's the divine, you could be like, I'm just not, I don't want none. You know, there's something here that, look, Ten of Swords. I'd rather fucking die from heat exhaustion than fucking being in that situation again. You know what I mean? Look, I'd rather go heal. Even if it is a soulmate, the best thing I can do right now is be me. Like, this enlightenment comes in. It's like you are tested again. Shot through the heart. You give love a bad name. See, and this person's like, thinks you give love a bad name. You could have hurt this person. Okay? But this person's saying, like, or them, you. There's some not so pleasant things that have happened here. It almost is like it pulls this person in, you know, you do. They could feel like you're taboo too. Like they're not sure what it is. Because they're looking to see what this is. They almost feel like you're dark, you know what I mean? Or just like, yeah, they're not really sure what you do. 111 likes, 55 in here. They're not sure what to do, but it's like they are trying to figure it out. How? Maybe they're gonna go on a spiritual retreat and like want to do some sort of growth too because of this. Like go into a lodge where they're like somebody's going to do a ghost dance to understand something, or somebody already is with their ancestors, or you've done this with them. There's cleverness here. Like I told you. See, something's a little tricky around this situation with the way they see you. Either you have, I heard, forbidden knowledge. Seek guidance in this. Seek guidance in this. So, I have goosebumps. Somebody's seeking guidance in something to do with you. Your independence. Yeah, it's like your art. Your perspective, how you see things. How you like can communicate through the veil too. And somebody doesn't want to believe that. Trying to figure out how you do it is, what you do, or trying to brush up on knowledge, to make a decision, to see if you're right. Some of these fact checking. There could be a fax here too. Some old ass fucking fax information. I heard, we've got the power. And then I see the Hierophant. So this belief, there's something here. Why do I want to put those in there? It's like I wanted to stash it away. You can do it. There's a blessing here. You can do it. There's a pause. It's almost like even though I want to get going on reading the cards, my spirit guides have me and I'm listening. Somebody too feels like I can't hear God. I can't hear him. Can't hear it. I can't see it. Somebody feels like they're possessed, or not. Maybe it is possessed, or like dark demons follow them, or there's a dark, like they're disconnected from God too. Somebody here has like a calling on their life too. End old timelines through other people. I don't know how you do this. You have this deep-rooted ancient wisdom and knowledge that seeds through you, spirals of light, downloads information. Remember, you're just a physical vessel. You might not think that, but deep inside, you hold this information. This is somebody who's been on a long journey, many planets, many incarnations. I've learned a lot of lessons, and every time you wake up, you get that information back, right? Slowly but surely, you get to go to the tippy top of what is your light, your lantern, where you've been. Those are your creations. That's where you've been, right? All right. Yeah, this person does not feel so hot about you. There's something they don't see. That could go that way too. There's something that they don't see. They could be looking at the past or something that happened here. What's their truest intentions towards you? I'm going to go back through and clarify that too. Ooh, 3 of Wands, reverse. Like there's no choice. There's no choice because of an action in the past. Somebody too is like, I don't, because of this addiction or because of whatever this is. The masculine here could be that like somebody hides hands, like whatever they do, they have an addiction, they hide it. Because look at her hand behind her back too. And she's like, what? And he's like, I sense something. What is that? It's like, is that the smell of pot or fentanyl or alcohol on your breath, or, you know what I mean? Whose cologne is that? There's something here. Okay, so now because of whatever this happened, Page of Swords. So their intention. So the devil. Tell me explain the devil here. Let's look at the devil. Clarify the devil. Explain the devil. High Priestess, the Lovers, and the Strength. Oh, this is a deep soul, very spiritual connection here. I would say you two have been through the ringer. Shit that you would have to have a lot of courage to go through. Could have to do with your stability. You know, there's definitely a partnership here. This does feel with the 6 here, it's like past, very, look, let's see these two out here, predestined. It does say, I love you, let love guide you. So like your guys' higher selves come through and they're like, this is a very good instance of karmic energy. It's like what's in somebody else brings out something in you. And it's like not only are you dealing with them, but they're bringing out things within you that could be forcing you to open up and to look deeper. And that's love. That is love. Because love's not always comforting. Love sometimes pushes people, you know, to not be comfortable, to break. 44, as I say this, to advance. It's opened up somebody, whatever this devil was, their intention now is to be at this state of awareness, you know. There could be a secret as well. Something that's things yet to be revealed, okay? So this person's intention is, you're going to know something. I heard that. No matter what they're saying, like, if there is an intention to keep a secret, this person's intention is that you don't fucking know it. That you don't know it. Because you haven't seen it this far. You're still looking into the past. You're still not seeing it yet. Because there could be something. Is there magic? Okay, there's preparation for something here. Okay, no, this is about enlightenment. Sounds like your spirit guides too used a certain situation here for you to pass a karmic loop or to advance to the next cycle within a dynamic, so that you could ascend that level of consciousness and allow more light in, so you can look at it from a state of wholeness. So yeah, it's probably sucked. My heart hurts right now. You know, it feels like, I heard like, I wish that didn't happen. You know, this person's like, I wish that didn't happen. I wish things didn't end up like this, because there's at this point, this person's intention is not to move forward with something, even though they know that there is a connection here, okay? Soulmate, that there's major choices here. Major choices, and this person's questioning right now, you know, their intention is to have the strength to do this, say this. For some of you, it's somebody saying, I love you for the first time, you know. The strength, yeah, regret. Somebody's in deep snow, and Arendelle's in deep snow. Somebody's got some regret. Look, that's the same card that came out here. There is regret. You guys could both be in regret. See, apathy. There's depression. Missed opportunities. See, and that's why I said that cycle comes back around. So there's an opportunity here, because I see spiritual calling. Somebody wished for something on a star. This has to do with money and the universe, okay? Like unblocking something within your chakra center so you can move forward, advance to the next level. My crown chakra is starting to itch. See, she's starting to make her way. This is when that blockage of energy just burst right through. So whatever this is, it's like it lights that fire back up under your ass. This person's intention is like, maybe they're going to make it look like they're on the outside, they have the strength, but underneath, clarifying, it's like this person still holds some. See, they see you as that, so they're going to be that. Really, you're a mirror. Tell me about the High Priestess. Look, the Lovers come out again. That's the Two of Cups, as you were. Potential soulmates. Okay, so this is the things about potentialities. Why is the Priestess here? I heard somebody say that. Like somebody walks in, they're like, why is the Priestess here? Oh yeah, decision. Okay, so your intuition here. This is like this is something big. Ten of Swords, yeah. This is where we see how far you've come. Okay, this person's intention is to see. It almost is like a test to hide a secret, hide something here. They're almost going to push you to face a fear here, okay? They're going to reveal something to you behind a betrayal or who's been behind it. Their intention is to bring either this pain about or show you, yeah. See, because they're taking the arrows are coming out as you receive this message. Whatever it is, it kind of is like, you know, if somebody was murdered and you didn't know how they were murdered, somebody's like, look, we need to tell you something. This is really what happened. And as fucked up as it is, it's like it brings, because somebody here, look, it brings peace. The Hermit again. it brings this solitude that somebody needed. I needed to know the way that this person died. You know, I know you're lying. This is what this is about. Somebody here doesn't trust something, you know, how something went down, how something was handled. They just don't. Could be partners or sex involved, or like somebody was busy and something else happened. I don't know. So that's why this regret's out here, because somebody's like, I should have been there, you know, and now they're not seeing, you know, I didn't see the sign then, so how am I seeing it now? And like God's leading this person out to this tree, to this solitude, to right, you know, and here's the hand of God again saying, hey, that all this person can see is like the past, the regret. That's what they see you as, or when they're around your energy, it just brings them to this moment of like deep soul wounding pain, right? So this person's intention is, it's like, I don't want any more of this. I don't want to move forward. You know, if this person feels optionless, not able to make a choice at this time. And then here comes the choice right after that. It's like, so now this person's being pushed to make a choice, and this person's telling me like, you're either gonna, the universe telling me you're gonna have the balls to do this. This is intentions with you, is because they're feeling forced to, they're trying to keep control over whatever this is, okay, this regret. There's a lot of self-doubt about, they're focusing on the negatives. There's some self-absorption here, and there's a choice between that and like somebody leaving, like facing their actual fears and realizing that there's something here. The hermit, seeing it's like getting that relief of knowing the pain, the truth. Something can grow again. You know, like when a forest burns, it comes back better. Wheel of Fortune, like this is all destiny. All of this has been destiny. All of this whole scenario, how it's played out. This is, hear that bird? This whole fucking thing. This is, nobody wins, okay? Not on their own. Whatever this dynamic is, both would ascend. It would take, like, on the other side, you love this person so much. They're like, yeah, they could be your arch nemesis, but on the other side, like, you love this soul. Like, this is like another strong warrior version of your shadow self, or in whatever way. Your homies. Like, you always push each other to grow more. You know, you were like, man, they're like, fuck that, you'll know me. You'll remember me because of something they say, or God, you're an asshole. Like, you could think about this person like, yeah, you're a fucking dick, or you're an asshole, but you still feel that soul bond, you know what I mean? Like a brother, sister, but you just know. And somebody has regrets about that, not seeing that before, not understanding the depth of a connection, or how shitty shit brought them. Like somebody went through something very hard with you, and there's just like something they can't get over, and it's like their own regrets. Like God's been trying to show them something, and they've just been negligent to see it. You know, they've already given up. They're like, no, can't move forward. I'm cut out of the race, like decision. And then this person still sits in their fucking emotions. Look, defeat. This person's saying, I'm defeated. Feeling defeated. And I guess we are what we eat, right? I don't know why I said that. We are what we think. Yeah. There's clarity too about this pain. See, there's like grief, sorrow, upset, disorder, confusion. What's the confusion about? What is this? It's going to fall right into your lap. It's really something positive. Like whatever comes out of this, it's like positive. See again? Like I'm trying to show you something. Somebody could have somebody blocked out like, nope, nope, nope. And it's like, but God's like, don't you want your check? Don't you want your award? Don't you want your golden fucking medal for, you know, achieving this soulless quest up until this point? Don't you want to? Somebody has to have a lot of inner strength over, like, somebody's in denial almost, like, no, I don't believe it, or no. Like, God's trying to show this motherfucker about you. See, you could have moved past stuff, but this person still don't dance with the devil. Somebody dances with the ghosts in their mind. Spirits, right? They could drink. Alcohol is spirits. 66 as I say this. Alcohol is spirits, you know, and they consume a bunch of spirits, and they leave themselves open to, all that regret, and that just snuffs the light. It's such a low vibration. You know what I mean? It's condemning yourself to this fucking imprisonment of the mind, that you're not. Get what you want. Do it in a pure way with good intentions, you know? You want a beautiful woman? You want a beautiful man, you want a beautiful family. When you get it, treat it with honor, treat it with respect, treat yourself good. That way you know you're treating other people the same way. You can only love somebody. Somebody here too, it feels like they could never reach you at the level that you were at, you know? They never felt rewarded next to you or in the limelight. Maybe they used to be, and then when they were around you, you know, this person wants to feel that fulfillment and satisfaction. They're realizing their dreams and their happiness right now. I wonder how that comes about. This person, like I said, is stubborn. Yeah, through fear. Somebody has to face the fear here with you. Whatever this fear is. I heard, is it really over? It's like somebody's like, I have to tell you, I had this dream. Like, I don't know why, since whatever's happened, I've had these dreams. And I feel like they're saying, like, it's real as day. Maybe you're the only person, like, that this person can come and talk to. That's what I said. Like, you guys were cool. Fucking close. And then it's like, look, it's all being guided from above, okay? This is, you want this love, you know. How bad do you want it? How do you feel? Growing up like a nigga in a trash can. So it's like, not thinking you're worthy of this. It's disguised. Like, underneath this, there's so much growth. That's why this came in, to bring two people back. Like, they would be, you've known them for so long. I'm just going to say that on the soul, like, just be patient. Patient, Miyagi, right? You don't realize you're being taught through all of this, Mr. Miyagi. Mr., you know, Daniel-san. Daniel-san. He's like, fuck, what, Mr. Miyagi? Get your ass back, slap talking Miss Miyagi like that. Yes, sir, Mr. Miyagi. Goes, go wax the car. And no, I want you wax on, and I want you wax off. And the whole time he's like, finally, you know, he's getting his ass kicked, can't throw a punch, doesn't know. He's been out there waxing his shit and fucking fixing his stuff and sweeping his shit, you know. And he goes, I got my ass kicked at school today, you know. And he's like, I'm just done. I'm done. You haven't even showed me anything. So then he went up to him and goes, get ready. He goes, put your hands up. And he went to go hit him, and he said, wax on. And he fucking blocked his hit, and he goes, see, you didn't even realize you were being trained this whole time. You didn't notice it. Kids crying, toilets overflowing, babies fucking drowning the cat in the bathtub, you know, 17-year-olds freaking, who knows what the 17, probably not in their TikTok, right? And you're just there, and you laugh. What are you gonna do? There's, you know, I don't know where I was going with that. We were gone, and then we were off. All right, guys. How do you feel about this person? Fulfillment. You see a reward from whatever's happened, okay? See, it says wish coming true, and then I see true love behind that, and then this says wish is coming true. So somebody made a wish about something here. Very interesting. This does bring joy and prosperity. All right, your intention with this person. Charity and giving. Gifts and generosity. Wow. So you could be the person. You could be like this hand of God, this voice of God in whatever way that's trying to show invest, right? You could have some sort of power and authority in some way. This could be like a missed opportunity that you offered somebody once, and now it's coming back around as well. This is facing your fears. Okay. So your intentions are good. Your intentions are for prosperity, for spiritual growth here. Yeah, positivity. This is about helping somebody set free. You could be a drug and alcohol counselor of some sort. Really. You could be very good with affection, or you use your intuition. People might not even know that you're into spirituality, or, you know, you have these gifts, but you use them. Maybe you have a degree, and it's kind of guised underneath that, right? Counselor, spiritualist, yeah. You have things that are coming to fruition. It feels like you've been on a quest for quite some time through these. You're just wanting to invest. You're wanting to invest into somebody's intuition too here. Or somebody wants to with you, but you just haven't seen it, or maybe somebody's still tied to something, you know, that they haven't chose yet. Like if they let go of whatever this addiction is, or this bad habit, or can rise above this mentality, this repetitiveness, breaking cycles. This isolation, whatever this is, this feeling trapped. Whatever you're doing, it keeps you restricted and feeling trapped, okay? or silenced or powerless. But they see, like, the way you soul search, they love it. They do love it. It's really unique. And it is facing fears. All right. So this person sees you as not seeing what they want to give you, okay? Or vice versa. And the way that, you feel about this person or vice versa is that they see fulfillment. They see, like, straight up mastery potential with you in whatever this is. Somebody that's very knowledge. This does feel kind of more like work, or like, it's very interesting where this comes about. You could be a life path number 9 or born November, October, September. Okay. Also, I want to say too, this person's like watching you for purposes of inheritance, okay? To give, because they want to fulfill you. They want to help you build a solid foundation, okay? They've seen what you've been up against, or in whatever way. This feels like a earth angel, like, comes in and saves. It's like you earned it, though. You know what I mean? Maybe they've seen this throughout the community, or they know certain things. All right. They see you're worthy of privilege for what you do, or your soul searching, like that your foresight. Somebody sees that you're going to be really good at something because of your emotional intelligence here. So I don't know if it's about love, but there's so much potentiality here. That's what I hear. There's so much potential. Like, you don't even know. And it's just like you're going to receive the guidance, the nurturing that you need. This could be like a master or spirit guide coming along. If not, somebody in the physical, actually. It's going to be like through a dream as well. Psychic, okay? This brings happy news. This is good. I also feel like there's a slight crush here that somebody has, in this situation, or will. Because it is talking about true love and wishing on a star, and I see Ashtar Command out here. Alright. So that's what's in the energy. Overall outcome for this segment. Alright, it's going to be an adventure, okay? Somebody's a shameless flirt, has feelings for you. Oh, yeah. Somebody wants you to just, they like it when you're free. Just let your hair down. This person feels very youthful, too, in a way, Somebody here's like, more, like I said, more grumpy or stubborn. But they actually ended up doing something, they ended up being very loyal. They end up being very loyal to you. This person helps you look deeper into things, okay? There will be collaboration and teamwork that comes from this. So you're being guided to keep moving on. Alright? And take in that introspection of how things are making you feel and what you're going. Because somebody's like not seeing something here. Somebody's like, they're letting fear in a way keep them from moving on. You know what I mean? Like, maybe that's all somebody's known as a toxic behavior pattern or something here. And this person's like, you have so much potential, but you don't see it. You're like, I just don't see anything good that's going to come from this. Somebody's going to have regrets, or this spirit guide or this person's trying to help this person make the best choice. This could be a lover with the soulmates out here, But there's something coming to fruition either way. It's like, but does somebody have the balls to tame the beast within them? To do the right thing? Instead of being hasty or allowing an addiction or something, the devil and the lion, in whatever way, she's putting her hand down this lion's mouth, like, not today. We don't need that today. I'm going to do, it's honoring yourself too. It's choosing you. What are you going to choose? The past. And once you start to make these choices, it's like the intuition starts to open up more and more and more. All right, guys, I'm going to head out. I'm going elk hunting. So I'm out of this mother bagger. And I am excited to be out of here. If you guys want a personal read with me, Jason, I need you to start remembering my new email address. I don't even know what it is. I believe it's KCAngel33Landis@gmail.com. You can check it out. It's on my description box in there. I do many different reads, links. If you want to do by the question, if you want to do by the half hour or the hour. I also offer energy cleansing, holding space, as a starseed, energetic sovereignty. Okay, so we help to release things that aren't ours, help you to work with your star family. All right, you're a part of Soul Team, so call on support. All right, I love you guys. Kisses from Idaho. Thank you guys for all the beautiful gifts. Ooh, sent the sun balloon. I love it. Thank you guys for the super chats. Did I miss anybody? Hot Rod's in here. Hot Rod, we love you. Cause my whales run dry. Hope all is well. Thank you guys for every way you support the channel. I will be back on Monday. I've been doing reads more in the morning. Sometimes I'm trying to get it to where I can do one in the morning and one in the afternoon. We'll see. It might go from afternoon and one in the evening. We never know. I hope this message found you good and that you guys know that you're on the path to growth. There's a lot in this read for those of you. I know some of you fall asleep listening to my videos. Because they're always like 3 hours long. 10 of Cups, you feeling more connected to your guys' spirit team too. Just yourself. There's nothing outside of you that you need. It's all within you, the way that you look at things. Nurture yourself. Walk away from things that don't serve you. Choose you. Choose you. If you're not sure what to choose, choose you. You guys are getting the messages, okay? Stand tall and proud in what you do and what you know. I love you guys. I'm out. Woo! Kisses from Idaho. Good night. The kid's coming in. All right, sir.
It's gonna keep going.
All right.